Well, hello, everybody. Hey, Paula D. Hey, mods. I'm good. Just checking. Charcoal Ninja. Hey, Meredith Lynn. I'm kind of confused on what day it is. It's weird. It doesn't feel like a Sunday to me. Kathy Burkhart, Caitlin, Sandy Kovacs. Hey, Dotsy Lynn. Your picture was so cute that you posted on Facebook. Nikki, Ohio. Hey, D. Chicago Jane, Squirrel Girl, Robin Miners, hey King's Kid, Donna Koopa, Kristen Hawk, welcome in. Hey Jess, Alana. Alana, you posted a cute picture too. I think you might have texted me. I'm very behind on text, but if it's the picture you sent me, I love the picture that you did of your makeup. Hey Linda Garden Lady. Hey Tiffany Murfitts. Kim Leaf. Why don't you sit up here? Amy Knight. Why don't you come up here? Really tiny. Great job. Yeah, Paula D. I'm glad I stayed home last night. There's no way I could have gone. Hey, Angie Mo. Thank you. I never wear this frame. Jennifer Minton, Pepperoni Nips, Heather in the library. Hey, Nana Boss Audit, Susan Trigg. Hey, Kim is Blue, Liz Tricks. I know, Jess. We'll get into it. Hey, Marie Marion, DS Kitty. Again, good to see you, babe. Hey, Miss Moonfire. Cool name. I don't notice you. What am I trying to say? You're not familiar. Welcome in. That still wasn't what I was trying to say. Hey, Jan. Hey, Renee B. Thank you, Renee B. Hey, Sassy. Bohemian Luciferian Witch, West Coast Fancy Nancy, Jennifer Ogle, Jen Finberg, Gemini Girl, Ripster's back. Welcome back, Ripster. I wondered if you would come back. Hey, Karen. Hey, Alana again. Melissa, you said a funny comment yesterday, and I can't remember what it was. Maybe it wasn't funny. Hey, Bunny. Hey, Noelle. Marty Jewel. Thank you again, Marty Jewel, for the Amazon wishlist dog treats. Hey, Chrissy Twig. This is the first live I've caught. Wow. Welcome in. And thank you for being on the replay crew. Thank you to all the people on the replay crew. That's awesome. Christy Lynn Wilson, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. Hey, Lynn's. Yes, Robin Miners for sure. Hey, Jamie Palmer. I hope you get that job. Hey, Jeannie Hansen. Thank you, Jeannie. There's no way. Hey, Ann Campbell. There's no way I could have gone out last night to the fireworks show that my child went with my parents to. Helen Baker, welcome in. It was a nightmare. Hey, Alicia. Alicia, that was so nice of you for Tommy's birthday. Thank you. I don't know if you saw my comment. Hey, Brenda's View, not yet. Hey, Lumen, Holly, Jackie C, Liz R. That's okay, Bunny. Hey, Shadows Nana. Yeah, he did terrible. Shadows Nana. So they had this is my third 4th of July here. It's my second year here, but I moved here in June. So it's hey, Erica Fox, third 4th of July. Last year and the year before, I was like, oh, it's so nice living out here because you don't hear anything. Last night was terrible. It was so bad. And my mom thinks that it was because it was the 250th anniversary birthday of America. So hopefully that's what it was. And hopefully they don't rip them off again tonight. I couldn't floss my teeth last night. I was trying to floss before bed. And poor Bo was in my bathroom leaning against my thigh, like he was just hyperventilating, and it was so sad. So I'm like trying to floss with one hand, which you can't do. And I was just like holding him, petting him. Hey, Joanne Hawley. And last night when I went to bed, we have a king size bed, me and him and the other 4 animals. And he sleeps like a human. He's 80 plus pounds. So he sleeps on his side. Oh, not last night. He was like, his face was like dug into my side. And I just held him and I was talking to him. I felt so bad. And then I started thinking, hey, Shadows Nana, Marie Marion. And then I started thinking, how's Rafi, Armine? Thank you, Ripster. I started thinking, God, I get anxiety about this. Yeah, I should do that, Amy Knight, because there's like down the street, I have neighbors that have, I'm not even going to get into it. I don't like them. I don't like them. They're rich people that have Hey, Riley's Human. They have a huge front yard gate, like fenced in with two little ponies in it. There's no trees anywhere. So that bothers me too, that there's zero shade for them in this kind of heat. They can't get in any shade. And one of them died last year. One of them just keeled over and died. They buried it and got another one within a few hours. And I can't stand that because it's basically yard ornaments. Like they don't do anything with them. I've never seen them pet them. I've never seen them do anything. They're just like, and so I was thinking, hey, Kestrel, hey, Cat, I was thinking about them last night in this kind of, and the cows, I'm surrounded by cows. They were all like mooing and making so much noise. And so I'm thinking of Bo, I'm thinking of all the, it gives zero shade. It makes me and my mom so mad, Jeannie Hansen. My mom has complained to the lady before because they share a property close by. And I guess the lady had to call my mom for something like 6 months ago. And my mom was like, "Are you the people that have the ponies?" And the lady was like, "Yes." And she said, it's really terrible that you don't have any shade for them. And they're city people. They're totally city people. And she was like, okay, whatever, thanks. So they called my mom, I guess like 2 or 3 weeks ago and asked if they sell cattle. Hey, Jojo, because they want to get a cow to just throw in there too, just for fun. And my mom said, no, we don't sell our cattle like that. She said, also, we would never sell a cow to you because you don't have any shade. And she said, you have to have shade for these animals. You have to have something so they can go under like a tree or something. And the lady was like, okay, whatever, thanks, bye. And I was like, I hate when people just get animals just to like tie up in a yard and leave. They serve no purpose. Hey, beachcomber. Anyway, that's a whole side note. Don't get me started on animals. It drives me insane. So the point is, last night, there's no way I would have gone to that fireworks show. Also, I don't care about fireworks. I really don't. Not my thing. But there's no way I would have left my dogs last night. I really wouldn't leave my dogs July 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, or 6th. I'm not going anywhere just because I want to make sure if there are any residual fireworks going off that Bo is not here by himself because I don't know how he would handle that. He needs to be with me. Yeah, Ripster, same. Hey, Sin. So I can't stand that every time I drive by there, which is every time I drive my car, I go that direction and I always look at those ponies and I'm like, like last summer, it was so hot and I drove by and the one was laying on it. I think I remember telling you guys this. Hey, it was laying on its side and I was like, that thing's dead. And Huxley was like, I don't think so. I think it's sleeping. And I said, no, it's dead. It couldn't handle the heat. And sure enough, it was. They had it buried. Like I saw them digging the hole. They threw it in the hole and they got another one. And I was like, hey, Tammy, I just don't like people who get animals just for whatever reason to just throw them in a pen and just be like, these are fun to look at. Hey, Kaza, I do not think that's responsible ownership of an animal. Thank you, P. Taylor. Yeah, West Coast. And then poor Bo, he couldn't catch a break because then we got a really bad, hey, Allison, we got a really bad thunderstorm today and he was terrified again. And I said, damn, you just can't catch a break, son. Guys, it is bad. You say that's really bad, but that's one of the reasons I don't like living in the country. I've seen it in the city too, but like people don't treat animals well in the country. Not all. I mean, they're not all terrible, but oh man, like I try not to even look in yards when I drive by because you see just like dogs just tied up. Some dogs are like in like a 5x5 crate looking thing, and that's their life, to eat in, shit in, walk in. They can't move. I see a lot of that, and I just can't look at it. Hey, Karen Tootie Greenie. Hey, Neptunes. It drives me absolutely. Sometimes I don't want to get shot, and that's why I haven't done it. But sometimes I'm like, I wonder if I changed my entire channel. Hey, Joel Sachs, to just going and standing in front of people's houses and shaming them for tying up a dog and leaving it out in the heat and just being like, here we are in front of these people's house and just like putting shedding light on it. But then I'm like, nope, that's a terrible idea. Hey, Mischief, you also said a great comment yesterday and I don't know what it was. Yeah, you have to have like with having cattle, exactly, Sassy. It's good to have a pond, like for them to go cool off, to get wet in. but also I am around cattle everywhere out here. And whenever it's hot, they're always standing in groups underneath trees. Also, when it rains, like these two little ponies don't have any. Seamus is in here. These little ponies don't have any nothing. They're just in a square like enclosure with nothing, and it makes me really sad. Let's move on because that's super depressing. Shamey? Hi, Shamey. Um, the other thing that's depressing, and I just have to get this out, and then we'll talk about what we're going to talk about. Guys, I haven't had a PAP and I've lived here 2 years, and then I got one right before I left Kansas City because I loved my doctor. Remember this? I hate it. I hate it so much because I kept the same doctor forever because I only like certain people looking at my vagina. And I just have to get this out because I have to talk out things. Be careful, that's an anthropology chair. Look how he sits. He sits like he's walked up to a bar to order a drink. Shiambi? God, he's cute. I just want to say that remember that period I had a couple weeks ago and it was really horrible and I thought I was dying? Thank you so much, Ripster. I'm glad you're here. I just want you guys to know that I am not being a Scientologist and I am getting a pap smear, but it's very much against my will and I don't want to do it. And I have to talk that out for a minute. Okay. So I kept my pap smear doctor because she was super chubby. And that's important if you're also super chubby. I'll tell you one thing. I am furious anytime you go to get a pap and Malibu Barbie walks in. And that has happened to me more than once. And you're sitting there. I mean, yeah, Laura Lou, these aren't new glasses. I just don't wear them. You're sitting there and they give you a Starburst wrapper. I know I've talked this out before. This is nothing new, but I have to talk about it because I'm getting anxiety. They give you yeah, babe, they give you a Starburst wrapper. Sorry, that's my lipstick from yesterday. And they're like, here, just go ahead and put this gown on and she'll be right in. And you're like, oh, okay. Take everything off. They're like, yep, get totally naked, please. And please put this gown on. Hey, Heather Huckleberry. And this is what happens. Hey, Charlie, Lee Summit. Yeah, babe. I moved from my house was in Prairie Village. Then I moved to Blue Springs. Hated it. Hey, Cindy Swizz. And they go like this. And they go, please place this gown on and the doctor will be right in. And I go, okay. And I unhook my bra and I go like this. Hey, baby steps. Thank you for giving your support, especially for tomorrow, baby steps. I'm only going to this pap smear appointment because you're one of my nurse friends that said I had to. Yes, I outed you. Hey, sorry about that. And I go like this. Hey, Willow Tree. And I go, okay, I'm ready. And the doctor comes in. And there's nothing worse than being covered up with a Starburst wrapper. And the doctor comes in and she's 11 pounds and she's 22. Debbie Lima, so good to see you. Huxley, can you let your brother out? Thank you. And I know, Cindy Swizz, I want to cancel the appointment. And Malibu Barbie walks in and you go, oh, hell no. Like my vagina weighs more than her. It makes me so mad. So imagine I finally find a doctor that I love. Okay. I finally found Puka Vista. I finally found a doctor in Kansas City that I kept for 15 years, more than 15. She delivered Huxley. Amy Knight, I don't know. I'm not going to cancel Neptunes, but I want to bad. Like I really want something to come up tomorrow. And I'm going to be like, sorry, something came up. That's what Puka Vista, that's what Tommy said. Thank you for paying me, Joel Sachs. Somehow it took the sting out. Super chats help when I'm nervous about getting my vagina inspected. I just found that out seconds ago. Thank you, Joel Sachs, for supporting my pap smear. So what am I doing here? So I call. So I haven't seen a new doctor, guys. I don't have a new vagina doctor. So I called last week. I have a doctor that I love, but he's my diabetes doctor and he does pap smears. But I was like, no fucking way in hell are you inserting anything into my vagina, including looking at it. So I was like, there's one lady that I saw there and I met her once. Hey, dark roast. And I asked for her. I called last week and I was like, can I see Amy? And she goes, she doesn't work here anymore. I was like, of course she doesn't. Well, can you give me her address so I can just go to her house and maybe she can do it there? And she goes, you want to do a pap? And I said, yeah. Okay, so how do you tell someone what you want? So this is the most awkward phone conversation. I wish I had recorded it. I'm on the phone with this woman and she goes, so what day are you looking to come in? And I said, thanks, Ange. I said, we're not looking for a day. Okay. And I say we because she's more picky than I am. Penelope, that's her name. And I said, hey, Southern Sleuth. I said, I don't care about the day. I can be available. I said, but here's what we need. And I basically gave it a Tinder profile. I was like, so I need a female. She was like, that's fine. No problem. I can do it. I said, no, I'm not done. Please don't interrupt. I said, I need her to be like over 50 and definitely at least 200 pounds. I was like, anything under 200 pounds isn't going to work. So do you have that Tinder profile for me to let me spread eagle and splay open my thighs for her to take a look? I had to say that. And I don't know that that's legal. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get sued for it. I was like, I need someone that's moderately overweight. Okay. I said, you can look in my chart. I range between about 180 and 187. I said, I'd like to match that. I said, I don't know if she's a vegetarian. It doesn't really matter because we're not going to spend that much time together. But I just said, I will not have Malibu Barbie walking in. It's not going to happen for me and it's not going to happen for you. And trust me, you don't want it to happen. I am not going to cover myself with a postage stamp and Miley Cyrus walks in. Alana, solidarity to all the cooters in the chat. Thank you so much. I don't know why a super chat really helps, but it does. Thank you so much, Alana, and I love you. I had a tipped cervix and it hurts to get a pap smear. Well, maybe that's why I don't like pap smears. I have a short cervix. I put that in my Tinder profile when I met Tommy. I said, I need you to understand something right now before you perform. I said, before you get in there, I need you to know a thing or two about her. You need to get to know this museum before you enter it. Do you understand? Okay. Club Reese, there's a velvet rope and not just anybody can get in anymore. You understand? And Tommy said, no, I think I know my way around a cervix, but I'm going to listen to you, lady. And I said, well, hey, Aunt Nene Hobbs. I said, now look here. And I gave him a map. And I said, this is my joy buzzer. I want you to meet her. You two are going to get acquainted. You're going to be good friends. You're going to like her, and she's certainly going to like you. And babe, how correct was I on that? I walk around all the time now. If Tommy calls, she's like, where's Tommy? I want to talk to Tommy. I've really lost my mind. But in all seriousness, I did have to make that phone call. I had to say, she goes, yeah, female, no problem. She's like, I'm looking at Monday of next week. And I said, no. We're not done. Okay. I'm full naked. Hey, Caroline in Canada and your husband, Jay. I remember the first time a little bit different, but I'm enjoying your narrative. Well, it was close. I gave you a map. You followed it right to the treasure chest, didn't you? You found it, and I liked it. Hey, Stacy Toms. Hey, Joan Marie. Oh, Donna Cooper. And here's the thing. Oh, you just had a pap? Okay, I don't want to know. Alicia, I'm serious. Like, I just got like weird little skin crawlies. I hate your comment. Please don't say that. I'm afraid that she's brand new and like just out of school or something and she doesn't know how to use it and it's going to hurt. And I'm going to be like all freaked out and they're going to have to hook me up to like a morphine or something. Oh God. Your needs are important. Most medical people understand and think nothing about requests. No worries. So true. Well, wait till she meets me. And thank you for your super chat. Here's to finding a fluffier female doctor. I chose my last doctor because she was fluffy. I get it. Uh, you're okay, Alicia. I love you and I'm sorry that it hurt you, but please, please don't let that happen to me. I can't handle pain inside the cooter. There's nothing worse than pain on the insides that have been. No, I didn't ask her age, but now I want to. Hey, Selma. Oh, God, I'm so uncomfortable now. I want to cancel the appointment. I've never had an abnormal pap, so maybe I don't need to go. Maybe it's not necessary. Mine have always been normal. Oh God, I don't want to go now. She's gonna fucking see me doing this too. I'm gonna be all spread open tomorrow on the table, and I'm gonna be like, "Get it over with! Stop fucking talking to me." She's gonna be like, "So did y'all just move here to Tennessee?" And I'm gonna be like, "Listen here, Susie Oberholtz, get your hands into my vagina and get them out, in and out. Okay, I don't want you in there in the first place. Don't let me know you were there." Oh God, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. This is so uncomfortable. I have had so many PAPs in my life too. I'm 42 next week. It's ridiculous. But you know what makes me really mad? And thank you, Liz. Thanks for the money. Kim is blue. What was I going to say? Oh, you know what pisses me off too is it's women. Women say this to me all the time. Not all the time, but they used to. Say it one last time, just FaceTime me while you're there. I'll walk her through the procedure. Well, that's not going to make it any less weird. That's a great idea. Well, it's anxious, but it's not like it's my first one. But here's the weird thing. They always say this bullshit. This makes me so mad. They go, "Oh, once you have kids, like it's nothing. Who cares?" What? That's okay. I had a 10-pound, 4-ounce child who left his entire apartment in here. Okay. Why do you think this thing is still rounded? Because he left his stuff in there. He didn't take it. They gutted me like a damn fish. They set my intestines on a whole other table next to a different patient. Okay. They got our intestines mixed up. They didn't even know whose was whose. It really pissed me off. It's probably why I shit my pants all the time. Okay. I had bushels of hair growing because I couldn't reach to shave. Okay. The most embarrassing moments of my life happened that day upon delivering said 10-pound watermelon. Okay. Didn't matter. Okay. That thing is 16 playing Xbox right now, left all of his shit in here. There's an entire refrigerator. There's a 2-car garage. There's an entire upstairs and downstairs. All that shit is in here. And I still can't handle getting a PAP. Hey, Amy M. Boy, I really worked myself up about this. Hey, Ann Battles. Did I miss a super chat? I hope it's more than a PAP. You'll need a full exam. I don't mind. It is. Oh, she better do a full exam. Kim. I don't even mind the pelvic exam. The pelvic exam is awkward, right? It's where they stick their whole damn hand up there and they push on your stomach. That's a regular Friday night in the Scoville house. I don't mind that. Okay. We're putting all kinds of, there's hands, his hands, and, all kinds of things. I had a real stream. Please don't leave. I suddenly regret everything I just said. The awkward will make for a good stream. Thank you so much, Helena. I thought the only reason I'm getting a PAP is because it will give me content. I'm running out of content. The only thing I have to talk about is Marilyn Honig. So I thought, you know what? What's the next best thing to Marilyn Honig? A PAP smear. That's exactly what I thought. I thought, Marilyn, scraping of my cervix. Same fucking thing. No different at all. No different at all. So you're with me there. Hey, Debbie Love and Life. Hey, Texas Shenanigans. They go right in. Maybe I should FaceTime with Tommy because Tommy's going to be like, you can't get more than 2 fingers in there, lady. Please don't do that. You're ruining my home. This is where I lay and sleep at night. He's going to be like, please, lady, I'm like a sloth up in a rainforest tree. Don't cut my tree down, lady. Boy, this really got weird. I don't mind it, but sometimes the shit that comes out of my mouth, I'm like, God, I'm glad my mom doesn't watch. But what if other people watch? Like, what if I have relatives watching right now that have been watching and they just never talk to me? That would be fucking weird. Like, what if that's happening right now? What if, like, my stepbrothers are watching right now? I sometimes don't go there in my mind. It's like I don't wanna think about SeaWorld or the circus and how the animals are treated, so I just shut it off. Sometimes that happens to me, and I'm like, "What if, like what if my dad was watching?" Like, there's people watching, and I assume it's you guys, but then I get so freaked out. Baby Step super chatted again? Hey, Molly Moon. I didn't miss it, but thank you, Baby Steps. And thank you, Helena. Uh, what if your future pap doctor is watching? Well, that's an interesting thing. Maybe we could get her to watch and chime in. Maybe after she does the pap tomorrow, she could come into the chat and be like, boy, Reese's vagina does not act like a 42-year-old vagina. That thing is tight. Like, what if she came in and said that? That would be amazing. I'm not against that idea at all. But what I thought was, man, I have no could I stream it? Now that would be quite a show. Hmm. Is that legal? Like HIPAA wise? Could I? That would be amazing. It'd be cool to stream it and just not have it on camera, right? Because obviously we couldn't do that because I have a Starbucks wrapper over my tit. That's what they give you to cover up with. Literally. Hey, Buffy. They're like, okay, just remove all of the clothing, get totally naked, and cover yourself with this Starburst wrapper. And the doctor will be right in. And you're like, okay, ready when you are. Make it members only. That's true. We could put it behind a paywall. Can you live stream with your face only? Streaming it would be content for sure. Huh. What a fucking fascinating idea. Could we live stream my pap smear? Can you imagine how many people would unsubscribe? Okay. See, Debbie Love in Life is like, I'd be fucking gone. I love you, but she was like, I don't even like you anymore. Even now, just talking about it. I would totally do that. I would also live stream though, like getting my teeth cleaned. I just think that would be fun. It would be for fun content. But all I have to talk about is Marilyn Honig. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to get a pap smear because that's the exact same thing. The scraping of the cervix reminds me of Marilyn in some uncomfortable, unimaginable way. What time is it in the afternoon, Renee B? I would live stream it. It would be so fun to live stream it and just like hold the camera on my face so you couldn't see anything but my face. And I'd be like, oh, that hurts. Ooh, that doesn't feel like a Tommy Scoville in my vagina. I would totally live stream it. But that'd be a whole new set of hate. Hey, Rue. Sorry I bitched about the Maryland woman the other day. Truly headed out to watch Mexico game with my brother. You're still in Chicago, right? Don't be sorry. We talked about this behind your back yesterday, Rue, and everybody agreed. We all said, if we still love Rue, and we all love Rue. Your family, Rue. There's no way. Hey, Rue, how do you feel about me getting a pap smear and live streaming it, though? And don't be sorry. Rue, this whole Maryland storm shall pass. Hey, Marissa Martin. Why do you have to get totally naked for a pap, Selma? Because they check your boobs. See, look, we love you and completely understand, Rue. Rue, thank you for the super chat. Happy birthday to your son tomorrow, Jojo. I love that. A lot of July babies. Rue, please come back to another time because we don't want to lose you. I love Rue. Babe, could I live stream my pap? There's some learning processes to it. It could help someone else through a pap as well. Hey, Sigrid. I mean, it would be like doing a ride along. I told you this. I asked my doctor in Kansas City, if you want to become a cop, you do a ride along and you go with them and you watch people get murdered and arrested. Yeah, exactly, Mama Brooke. Katie Couric got a colonoscopy on TV. Well, then why can't I, Rue? Why can't I? It's educational, Kim. What was I just saying? I have no idea what I was just saying. Oh, yeah, ride along. And I said to my doctor, I said, is there any way I could slap on a white coat and a mask and just ride along with you through like 10 pap smears? And I just wanted to look at different vaginas. Do you guys remember when I wanted to do that? I wanted to see a bunch of different ham wallets and just see the innies and the outies. Tommy kind of explained that to me. You said I can't even film with my shirt off. You're going to do a full pap smear, woman? I need to have a conversation with you. You're damn right. You want to know why? Babe, look at this. You can't take your shirt off because you look like Clark Kent. No, you can't take your shirt off because even when you get naked and I get naked together, what happens? I look like Jeff. I look like the chillest. You can't even I can't be naked around you. I don't want you naked around everybody else. You're too hot. It upsets me. It makes my whole body freaks out and flips inside out. It's like, oh my God, we can't be naked around him. Yeah, isn't that what led to the Hef picture fiasco? It sure is. Let's talk about knife order, Goot, or ASL. We're scaring the children. Amy Knight, great time to switch topics. Anyway, the point is, wish me well. I'm terrified. I don't know if she's going to be super hot. I know, babe. I don't know if she's going to look like Malibu Barbie. I'm hoping she's going to be like 60 years old. And I'm hoping that she's just like tits to the floor. Like, I'm hoping that she's just like, I'm hoping we can go get like something fried afterwards together. Like, hopefully we can just become friends. And she's not 6 pounds. I can't stand women without fupas who get naked with me, who see me naked. Like, I don't want anybody looking at my naked fupa. I know you can see it. Like, I know that it flaps around like a kangaroo pouch, but it's with clothing on. Hey, Fairy. There's a difference. There's just a big difference. And if you're gonna see it, you have to be chubby as well. There's nothing worse than looking at my fupa and then my chalupa. Like, you pretty much have to like hold up the fupa like a garage door to get into it anyway. If you don't have one, you don't get access. Close your eyes and picture Mrs. Doubtfire. No, I don't want someone like you to walk in because you're skinny and tall. Sorry, pepperoni nips. God, this is so, I'm sorry. Talking about it made it worse. Every single time. Okay, Yadira. Every single time I talk things through, I feel better. This made me feel worse. I wish she would get naked with me. I wish when doctors come in to do PAPs, they would come in naked as well. I wish they would come in wearing a Starburst wrap or two across their tits so that we could just be naked together. It'd be great if like she could hold my hand and then do the PAP with the other hand or something. Joel Sachs, since you paid me, I will go. I'm going to go. I don't want to go. And I'm going to tell her that. She's probably going to make a note that says, please don't allow this woman to come back and see me because I'm going to talk through the whole thing. I'm going to be naked and yeah, Sassy, I'm going to be naked and I'm going to talk about this and don't think I won't. I absolutely will. I'm going to be spread open on this table and I'm going to be like, hey, Barbara, wait. I'm going to be spread open and I'm going to be like, I'm going to be like lifting the gown to talk to her. And I'm going to be like, I don't know if you can multitask while you're down there, but I don't know if I told you that I'm really uncomfortable right now. And I feel like she's going to be like, that's fine. I know you told me about 6 times now. Let your knees fall. They always say that to me because my knees are like this, like gripping. And they always go, let your knees fall. And she's going to go, let your knees fall and scoot your butt down. That's what they always say to me because I'm like, ee. So I'm going to have to scoot my butt down. Hey, Lynn as well. I'm going to have to let my knees fall. And she's going to go, just relax. Just relax. And I'm going to go, I can't relax. I'm really uncomfortable because you're 7 pounds and I'm 500 pounds. And you're making me uncomfortable because I don't consent. And you're crossing boundaries. Now you're touching my cervix, and that's a fucking boundary. Reese's Cave of Wonders on a live stream tonight at 10. Scoot down. That's what they say. Scoot your butt down. You're an excellent dinner conversation. I'm just being honest. You would never want to be my doctor. I absolutely, every time I go to the doctor, I love my doctor, but every time I go to any doctor, I go, do I have cancer? And they go, you don't have cancer. And I'm like, is my spleen missing? And they go, I think your spleen is intact. And I ask the most ridiculous hypochondriac questions. I'm like, do I look like my skin looks weird? Do I have jaundice? Do I look like I'm sick? Yeah, you can pay me $100 to move on to the next subject. Absolutely. But I prefer that you PayPal me because I don't want YouTube to take 30% of that. I will only see a female for that, Sigrid. Same thing with if I get a pedicure, I have to have a woman. It just makes me feel too weird. That's enough, Sassy. Hey, love it. Okay, we're changing the subject. I have things I want to talk about anyway. Yadira, bonus. You PayPal'd me? I know YouTube takes 30%. Babe, don't be fooling. Don't be teasing. Look at me actually checking. This is what our relationship has come to. Tommy has to pay me to be quiet about stuff. Okay, so I do have something real that I want to discuss. Okay. Why is this titled what it's titled? Why did I title this? Well, at least your dignity is intact. At least your dignity is in fact intact. Kelly Flopter is taking a beating in her comment section. She deserves it. Kelly Flopter sucks at everything, and you can tell her I said that. She's also a first-class ass sniffer. Sorry to hear that, Shelly Kelly. Because Marilyn is a dipshit. Okay, thank you so much for pointing that out. Let's get right to it, folks. I've got a lot to cover here. Hey, Teacher Mama Life. La 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 la. Well, I can't help myself. She gives us content for days, folks. There it is. Okay. Don't forget the best lie, just a little pinch. Also the worst lie. You're going to feel some pressure. No, don't lie to me. Alana, I've seen it 100 times. Thank you so much for the super chat, though. So, yeah. Honig, why isn't this plugged in? Oh, it is. Okay. Donna Cooper, she said it, not me. I don't have any dignity. I wanted to look up the definition of dignity. Let's do that real quick. Definition of dignity. Dignity is the inherent worth, value, and right to be respected that belongs to every human being. It can also refer to a calm, composed, and serious manner of behavior that commands respect. It can also refer to a calm, composed, and a serious manner of behavior that commands respect. Does that sound like Marilyn Honig to you? Hey, Sharon QCB, welcome in. All right, so let's get right into it. Dipshit Honig. Hey, Chops World. Put up a post And she gets really mad when I show stuff on my phone because I don't screen share. It really upsets her. That's why I continue to do it. So dipshit Honig puts up a post. PSA, public service announcement. I stand by everything I said and produced in the documentary. Do you remember that beautiful piece of work her and Tarantino worked on? I didn't do it for this community as much as for the next community that Brett Miller is most likely to prey upon. I thought it was for this community. So now you don't care about this community? I thought, so is that because he's not in this community? So you're actually saving the future generations from Brett Miller, is what you're saying? Honestly, what does that even mean? I'm being dead serious. I didn't do it for this community. I did it for the future children of the planet. We have to save everybody from the Millers. Good luck. That's kind of a popular last name. Here's the best part. Do you guys remember when I said she took the live chat down because I told everyone to go over and watch it and see Aaron Smith-Levin's disgusting comments about Nora meeting her dead father in hell, right? Nora lost her father, and obviously she's sensitive to that. By the way, I was thinking about that comment. It was one of you who said it yesterday. It was either Mischief. I think it was Mischief. I believe the children are our future, Critters Creations. This is horrendous to say, but I'll say it. I don't have a problem saying it. And plus, I'm an ex-Scientologist. Hey, Krusty Rabbit. Great content lately, man. Great stuff. I really like you. So does Tommy. This is a terrible thing to say, but again, I have no problem saying it. So Aaron Smith-Levin said in those comments, is Nora going to meet her dead father in hell this week? That is a sick, really unwell person to say something like that. And I'm kind of surprised that he's not more sensitive to the topic because Aaron Smith-Levin is a twin. He had a twin brother. I can't remember what his name was, but he had a twin brother who died in a car accident. Horrific, like tragic, really tragic, very sad. And Aaron, every time he talks about it, hey, back the bus up. Which is not, I don't know. I don't watch Aaron currently, but I've seen him bring it up. Bethany Colin. Hey, Kiki, may he rest in peace. But every time Aaron has brought up Colin, he cries. It's oftentimes we bring up anybody we were close to that died, we cry, right? It's a sensitive topic. It's a really sick thing, right? To make fun of someone that you lost. Kind of like my husband that died, that Marilyn, they seem to have a trend here going, hey, Bigsy, Marilyn and Aaron are two people cut from the same cloth. Hey, Carrie, because Marilyn made fun of my dead husband. She called him Dead Fred and made fun of his age. Which again, I still stand by. I think that's weird because we have a lot of widows and widowers. Also, it's just not appropriate to make fun of dead relatives. Seems really fucking low and gross to me. Aaron cries every time he talks about his dead brother, Colin. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine if we turned the tables and said, is Aaron going to go see his dead brother in hell next week? Ooh, that doesn't even sound good. Because it's disgusting. That's a disgusting thing to say. And most people have some, well, dignity, good word. Most people have some class, right, to not speak like that. And most people, like Nora, like myself, like Lindsay, like you in the chat, would, hey, Butterfly, would not stoop that low to try to be harmful. Yes, they do, babe. To try to be harmful to somebody that you lost. Can we have some respect for the dead? For people who lost loved ones? To mock somebody who lost a loved one? So Marilyn's done it to me, right? She calls him Dead Fred. That's so fucking gross. She's such a disgusting, putrid piece of shit. Hey, Irish Mart. But the thing I love about this is we don't even have to say these guys are not good. They're doing it for us. Their full characters on display. Yes, Love and Life. No boundaries. But what does that mean, Lindsay? It's deeper than that to just go, they don't have any boundaries. Like, no, they don't have any boundaries, but that is some dark waters. That's some dark stuff that you're dealing with to make fun of somebody's loved one who died. To go there is really a sick thing of saying, yeah. Hey, Steph. That's okay, Steph. They're inhuman. Yeah, butterfly. I wouldn't dream of saying something like that. I would be ashamed of myself. MU Anderson does that all the time. Yeah, that guy is a loser, but at the same time, he doesn't get any views. Like that guy, I wish that guy was my biggest hater. He gets like 30 people viewing his shit. Hey, Lori Lee. Love it. Said it best. That is just cruelty, full stop. It feels sick coming out of my mouth, right? To make fun of his twin brother that died would be a really sick thing to do. And so we talked about this the last few days. Hey, Aloha Sue. And I said, I directed all of you. I said, go see for yourself. Go look in the live chat. Hey, Wine, you can go see Aaron making fun, laughing at Nora's dead father, kind of like they made fun of my husband that died. These people are not human to me. And then Aaron jumps back onto his channel where he's a good little boy, right? And he comes back on and he says, hey guys, come see the foundation and all the people I've helped. Dude, you have exposed yourself. It is way obvious at this point what you're doing. Like too many people see it. But she deleted the live chat. You made me laugh when not feeling great. Oh, I'm sorry you're not feeling great. Love you too, Dawn. That sucks. Thank you for your super chat. Can you guys hear her? She's snoring. So then they go delete the live chat. Well, not for long, right? Because other channels have already posted the live chat. The internet is forever, dipshits. Like you guys are not fooling anyone. But what happened was she made a huge mistake, many huge mistakes, but she deleted that live chat almost 2 days after. So let's look at the sequence here. They're all proud of their, right? They're all proud of this documentary. They're all about it. Everybody's reposting it. They're hyping it. They're all excited. No problems, no shame. But then we go, everybody go look and see the real Aaron. Go look and see what that guy said. Gone. Coincidence? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. But here's what she says. I have deleted the live chat from the premiere as it contains comments I don't condone and it doesn't represent the work I spent months and months working on. Wait, what? Hey, Debbie Zito, hold on. Hold on. I have deleted the live chat from the premiere as it contains comments I don't condone and it doesn't represent the work I spent months and months working on. What? You took 2 days to make that decision? Because apparently, while it was going on, she was laughing at the live chat. I have to go look and see that for myself. But many people messaged me and said she was laughing during that live chat. She is lying, caught lying again. What happened was she thought it was great, right? But then once she got the backlash and people went, holy shit, right? Holy shit. This is disgusting what this guy said. Oh, the Erin's not going to be mad because if you notice, Rabbit, she doesn't say who. She's her usual coward self. She won't say who. I've deleted the live chat from the premiere as it contains comments I don't condone. But she won't say whose comments. She won't say what comments were said. She's going to keep it generic, right? She's so pathetic, Jess. So wait a minute, though. Hold on a minute, because I thought you were cool with this. You took 2 days to take the live chat down after the backlash came out with the comment section that you yourself were laughing at. This makes me think of Goot Juice because the same thing happened. She condoned what he was saying, what he was doing until she got tied up in the mix of it, calling my kid naked. Then she comes out and goes, I don't condone any of this. I don't condone his behavior. Wait a minute, though. You did all this time. Do we see a pattern here? So suddenly it doesn't work for you anymore, Marilyn, or it doesn't work for you because you got caught supporting it. What a fucking idiot. I know. Me and Kelly Copter have been debating for 2 days on this blasted video. I know. And I appreciate your comments. You make a lot of sense. I think you are very, very intelligent and you're very professional and fair. That's what I like about you, Rabbit, is you are very fair in what you say. You're not like pandering to anybody. Kelly Copter is absolutely fucking delusional. She'll figure it out. She's on the wrong side. She's on the side of losing. So Marilyn says, I am nobody's sidekick, representative, or mouthpiece. Notice she used the word mouthpiece because her friend Goot Juice called her a mouthpiece. If I end up with no channel and no friends, you already have no channel and no friends. There is no ending up. You're there. You're in the bottom of a bottomless pit. I can still walk away with my dignity. What dignity do you have? You have no dignity. Joanne Hawley. So what you're saying is the live chat had comments in it that you didn't condone, but it took you 2 days to figure that out, but you were laughing in the live chat. You were condoning it then, you were laughing. You are such a worthless piece of shit. This woman is every time I think it couldn't get worse, someone throws me a shovel. She is an effing dimwit, Lumen. Slander and defamation is now dignity. Stanley, he was not a Scientologist. Hey, Anna Banana. I wish she'd get fucking lost, Lindsay. I don't care if she gets sued. I wish Marilyn would just fuck off. She is on full display. Every single person now sees her behavior, except for the few people who are in that echo chamber. And I'm not even sure they're real people. I think they are fake accounts. I think there's probably 15 to 20 of them, but it looks like there's 50 of them is what I think, because they're all saying the same thing. She encourages and leads the behavior until it's not convenient. Exactly. Hard to believe Kelly is up with that. No empathy in the gang in play. Marilyn is a spectacle shooting herself in the foot. She has done shot herself in the foot. No, Marilyn, it's too late. The cat's out of the bag. Good luck trying to get it back in. You will get scratched to pieces. She is absolutely, I mean, I love this. I have to be honest. I love this because, again, what have we said? Rotten fruit falls all on its own. The trash takes itself out, right? I knew we were on the side of good because I'm not hiding anything and they are hiding everything. I got an email this morning. Let me read this. This is wild, man. Oh my God, babe, you really sent me $100 on PayPal. You are hilarious. I'm going to send it back to you. That's stupid. I was joking. Thank you though. Let's see. Here it is. Another 138,000 views deleted today. That's over 200,000 views deleted since June 27th. Did you hear what I just said? Hey, Eric. Maryland has another 138,000 views deleted today, July 5th. That's over 200,000 views deleted since June 27th. We're not on the losing side. She is. I'm not worried about any of this. She is an absolute loser. Okay. The other thing, hey, Pat Jonas, I want to talk about, and I doubt that this guy's going to want me to bring this up, to be honest. And I'm not bringing this up to rub it in his face. I can't believe Marilyn put that post up. I have a question, Marilyn. I can't believe she put that post up, but she will not speak to the hot sauce community that she burned. No pun intended. Okay. So you got Goot, who came out being a real human being, saying, this is fucked. I stood up for you and you totally trashed me and threw me under the bus publicly. No matter what that guy has done, I don't support what he's done, what he said, what he did toward my kid. Yeah, it's a lot of hate streams, Irish Mart. Hey, Lenora Gray. She screwed that guy over. And I applaud him for being human. I applaud him for coming out. So he made a video and he said he called her Marionette Marilyn. And he said she's totally being, the strings are being pulled by Aaron Smith Levin. Right, Kestrel, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but credit where credit's due. Hey, Nicole Hazel Miller, this guy hates me, right? I'm not standing up for this guy. She's deleting, taking down streams, Sunrise Cupcake. I'm not standing up for this guy. I don't like what he's done. But I am going to speak to the fact that I am impressed that he came out using his own voice and speaking to shit that was real, that really happened. And he's not doing what most of these people do, which is sweep it under the rug and pretend like nothing happened. That's what Marilyn is doing right now, right? That's what she's doing right now. She won't even speak to what happened. The only thing that is a good thing I see is that he is I like when people, in a way, he shows a similarity with me. I was kicked out of the community. I was kicked out and they tried to humiliate me when I left Aaron's board. They expected me to crumble and just get off YouTube, I'm assuming. He, in a lot of ways, that happened to him. He was kicked out, but he came forward and was like, fuck everybody. I don't care. I'm still doing my own thing. There's something to be said for that. And that's all I'm saying, that I respect that he used his voice. Like, we're not going to vacation together or anything, guys, but I do respect that, respect where it's due. I'm sorry. I'm calling it like I see it. The guy used his voice to call this shit out. She does expect it to go away. She ignores stuff. Marilyn, this is classic Marilyn. Ask Krusty Rabbit. He said it in the best words, but I can't remember how he said it. This is classic. She hides. She goes and hides away for like 2 or 3 weeks, thinking we all forgot. That's an Aaron tactic. Aaron told me that a long time ago, that YouTube has like a 24 to 48 hour, hey, Hockey Smash, 24 to 48 hour memory. Like, no one remembers after 2 videos. People forget. People don't care. People move on. Yeah, he's wrong. He's wrong. And he's finding that out now, that he's very fucking wrong about that. So he probably doesn't want me talking about this, but I'm going to say it because I was really impressed. I was up at 5 a.m. and blown the fuck away. I'm still blown away by this. I'm blown away by this. So these hot sauce guys, Goot Juice and Knife Order, they started out hating probably Johnny first because he was more the hot sauce community, and then Tommy, and then of course me. But they worked on Johnny and Tommy for the last like 5 years and just gave them hell, right? Like, they've said horrible things to them. They've said horrible things about their family. And I'm not saying they're not going to continue. I'm sure they'll continue to do that. But I was up at 5 a.m. and I was flipping through YouTube and I saw that Johnny put a video up, and he rarely puts up actual videos anymore. He puts up shorts, but he put up like a video, and I wanted to watch the Ecuadorian background for the 4th of July. And I looked at the comments, and Goot, who is like Johnny's biggest hater, left him a comment. And I couldn't believe it. I still can't believe it. I'm going to read this comment to you, okay? Here's Johnny's video, and here's Goot. So he says, I don't know if I'm blocked from commenting here. And the first sentence reading that, I was like, oh God, this is going to be bad. He says, anyway, I have seen the seedlings you are growing. Don't put them in bigger containers now. Wait 2 to 3 weeks before moving them into buckets or large containers. This is my advice. Your seedlings are nowhere near becoming root bound or whatever it's called. Wait till they have some size, some girth, or however you say. When I move my seedlings to 3 to 5 gallon pails, they have a root system that kind of encapsulates the entire cup I start them in. From what I have been told, if you put them in big pots before they're ready, they use all their energy growing their roots downward. I guess they say that if you can get the root system to bottom out, then the plant grows upwards. My advice, even though you probably do not care, is to wait at least 2 weeks or maybe even 3 or a tiny bit more before putting them in their permanent home container. Goot Juice wrote that to Johnny Scoville. And I thought, what is Johnny going to respond? Johnny replied, and it was the most beautiful thing. I was so proud to know Johnny Scoville when I saw his response. He wrote, "Thanks for the tip. I don't know what I'm doing. And no, you're not blocked." Goot Juice has been attacking him, and his friend Knife Order have been attacking this man for 5 years, tearing down about his family, tearing down about his father, his mother, horrific things. And I thought, oh my God. So Johnny wrote, "Thanks for the tip. I don't know what I'm doing, and no, you're not blocked." And I thought, I love Johnny. I love Johnny so much because that speaks so much to his character. If anyone deserved to go, "Fuck you, you're about to be blocked, you piece of shit." Nope. Treated him like a man, treated him with respect. They treated each other with respect in that moment. And I thought it was absolutely incredible. So I was so blown away. I had to comment on it. I had to. And I said, wow. Now that's really impressive. I have to say, I'm thankful for the change in this man, however long it lasts. And for what it's worth, Goot, thanks for using your voice in a more meaningful way lately. In case it's hard to read the tone of this message, I mean it. I am not being sarcastic or mocking. I appreciate your candor. Johnny, I love you. I was so proud of you reading that. I mean, I'm already proud to know you. I think you are such a stand-up guy. I really do. You've never fought back. Johnny has never fought back. He doesn't cuss on his channel because he doesn't want kids to see it. Like, he is just a really, really stand-up guy. He's a good guy. He's a very, very good guy. And when I read that reply, I just thought that is so godlike. I don't know if I mean godlike, Christian-like. It was just so kind and just this guy right here had every reason to absolutely annihilate him, but that isn't Johnny Scoville. And it never has been. That's not who he is. So you're schmoozing me for a signed spoon. Okay, good. I was done. I was just waiting to see if I could get the spoon. I'm done now. That was all fake. Just kidding. No, I mean it. Johnny is they both are. They're really good brothers, but I am really proud to be his sister-in-law, and I mean that. I love that. If Good apologized to me, how would I handle that? Well, he won't. He hates me. He's only showing respect. I think he hates Tommy still too, by the way. He's only showing I unblocked him on my channel when I saw that. In case he wanted to come say not an apology to me, but in case he wanted to come say something to me. The Scoville boys have big ass hearts. They're all heart. They're all heart. They would help anybody at any time ever. They would. But if Good apologized to me, first of all, I'm not a person who needs apologies. I would never expect an apology from him. But if he just became neutral and continued to humanize himself like he's doing, it would be how I feel right now. It would be how I feel in the comment I left. Respect. Respect where respect is due, right? That's dignity. Yes. There you go. That's dignity. Great, great point. Am I gonna be taking family vacations with the guy? No. Am I gonna be, talking it up with him like he's my best girlfriend? No. But I think that it showed Johnny has dignity. Yes, West Coast, he does. And I love him. It showed so much growth though on the side of hate. Like, it made me really hope, and I thought this is probably a setup. It's probably a trap. I'm sure it's not real, but then I decided I'm going to believe it is. I'm going to believe that is real because I do think that you know what I think? This is what I really think. I could be totally off, by the way. So his friend Knife Order, Tom Bailey, took 2 weeks to say Goot is my ride or die. I stand with Goot. Marilyn threw him under the bus, right? Tom stayed with Marilyn and rode both sides of the fence for 2 weeks. He pretended to be friends with Goot and Marilyn. How do you think that made Goot feel? In those 2 weeks, he seems like a man that does think, right? That you can tell by the stream he did, it was very human. He was truly hurt and he spoke his feelings. So clearly he thinks about stuff like this. He's probably a Cancer sign. And if I had to guess, this guy probably thought, I have been doing this shit for years and I have no fucking friends. I have been working with people for years and there is no loyalty here. None. Now, he's going to pretend there is between him and the knife hoarder. Of course, they're going to do their fun shit back and forth in the comments and pretend to be friends, and that's their business, right? And maybe they really are friends. But I think he probably had a moment of fucking clarity, if I had to guess, and thought, these people aren't my friends. Nobody stands with him. Do you see that? Nobody stood by him. He was out on his own, kind of like me. I got cast out and I was like, fuck it, I don't care. I'll do this on my own. We'll make this work. And I think he probably saw that in those 2 weeks. And then what happened? He went and left a comment to his biggest enemy, right? The guy he's been attacking for 5 years. And the guy who has the biggest reason to attack back and say, fuck you all the way out of here, goes, no, I don't know what I'm doing. Thanks for the tip. He's said that before, Jen Finberg, and when he said it, he laughed. Imagine that. Imagine that he goes to the guy that he's been hating on and beating on, and the guy that he's been hating on and beating on was nothing but kind and all heart back to him and said, no, you're not blocked. Thanks. I don't know what I'm doing. That made me emotional when I read that. On both sides of the fence. I, of course, love Johnny Scoville for that. Like, he is just, the next time I see Johnny, I cannot wait to squeeze the shit out of him. I'm going to hug him so hard. I'm so proud of him for that. But that was just Johnny being Johnny. That wasn't Johnny trying to make an impression. I know Johnny very well. That wasn't Johnny like trying to look good. He wasn't trying to stick a feather in his cap, right? That was just him being him. He would be nice to anybody. Most people would have said, fuck you. You tore down my whole family for the last 5 years. Do not ever come over to this fucking channel, dude. And I feel the same way. I unblocked Goot Juice. Now, again, I think, yeah, Debbie, I think he hates me. I think he's going to continue to hate me and Tommy. But for whatever reason, he showed respect for Johnny, and that's good enough for me. I thought it was great. I thought it was just very real, very mature, very adult, just being fucking adults. Yeah, Jennifer Steps. And I think that Marilyn Goot is so correct in his description of Marilyn, right? She's a friend to no one. She flips. She has flipped on everybody. She is a liar. She is just a Johnny Happy Days is my brother-in-law. He's got a really big channel on YouTube called Chase the Heat. And he's kind of known in the what they call the pepper community. He's grown and eaten hot peppers and kind of made it his career. And it's really cool. And people love him for the entertainment. Mischief, I'm sure they will. And this comment right here means everything to me. So honestly, why would you unblock a Nazi from your channel, Jen O? Because of this comment right here. I'm not saying, Jen O, that I'm going to be friends with this guy. But I am saying that anybody showing growth and anybody showing their true colors as far as like trying to be a human, what are we supposed to do? It's similar to what they're doing to Tommy right now, right? There's so many people going, what he did in 1986 and he robbed banks and I've seen his record. No, leopards don't change their spots. I'm not really for that kind of thinking. I'm not. I'm also not for people who are racist and hate groups of people for where they're from or what color they are. So that's a fine line for me. That's why I'm saying I'm not going to be friends with the guy. But Jen O, let me ask you this. Would you rather he continue to be just a hateful, nasty person? Or would you rather see someone show some actual growth and maybe just a touch of kindness? I don't know. Jeno, you're not wrong. I don't stand with Nazis here, guys. And if you, I mean, I'm going to just say this. Don't hear what I didn't say. You're not going to pin me in any kind of a corner. Not you, Jeno. I'm not talking about you, but people love to hear what you didn't say and then back you into a corner. I'm way the fuck too seasoned for that. So don't bring that bullshit my way. Love you too, DNV. You will be blocked for that. I am not going to have someone coming out like that would be a Maryland thing to do. Be like, did everyone hear that? Reese got a 1488 tattoo. Thank you, Jeannie Hansen. I'm calling it like I see it. I stand by what I'm saying, and I'm very mindful of what I'm saying right now. I am not on the side of that. I am not on the side of hate. However, I am on the side of people who reform, who try to make a difference in the direction of bettering themselves and being kind to people, even if they were Nazis at one time. Doesn't mean we're gonna have play dates with each other's kids. It means that I'm calling this from afar. I'm seeing what I see. And if you can't handle that, by all means, right? You don't have to be here. But it's progress, Renee B. But hey, Abdazzle, here's my question. Yeah, I'm not saying he's a changed man. I don't know anything about this guy. I've been saying that for years. And my honey bunny says, every day people choose to get up and choose to be good or choose to be evil. Take it from me. You can get up every day and say, I'm going to be a good person today, regardless of the person you were. Hey, Don Pariso, that is exactly what I'm trying to say. And he may be, Jeno. He's looking for validation now because he got burned by Maryland. I wouldn't go so far as to say he's changed. I wouldn't either. But you can't either. None of us know. We will see it in time. His character will be on full display, right? We don't know. I don't know. I'm not promoting this person. I'm not sponsoring him. I'm not going to have him on my channel. I'm telling you, based on a comment that I saw from him and based on the changes I've seen in his videos, I am giving, like I said, credit where credit's due. Now, does that mean that he's a changed man? No. And does it matter? Not really. I mean, to be honest, it doesn't. I don't give a shit if he flips tomorrow on a dime and is like, I'm a racist and fuck Johnny Scoville. I would be more inclined to think he will behave that way. It doesn't really matter to me because I'm not in this game with him. Do you see what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm going to take a drink. It's not going to make or break what I do because I don't work with the guy and I don't know the guy. But I don't see anything wrong with someone who used to be really, really ugly. Like Tommy said, waking up and showing a little bit of kindness in the world. I think that's probably what God wants for all of us, if I had to guess. And if you're against that, you're just not in the same place I am. I like to see people get better, and I believe anybody can get better, right? They choose not to. Aaron is a great example. Aaron has worsened over the years. People either get better or they get worse. Rarely do they stay in the same boat, right? Aaron's a great example of this. He's gotten uglier and uglier, meaner and meaner, more evil. I don't know if he got more evil or if he was always evil and it's just now showing. We all see it on full display. He would probably not be very respectful toward me, Reese, because my birthplace and religion. I'm sure he's not. Jen O, I'll tell you right now, that dude hates me. Hey, I rule. So Jen O, we're in the same boat. He showed kindness to Johnny. He's not going to show kindness to me. He hates me and he hates my son. He's made that fairly clear. He said Reese is a monster and so is her kid. So I'm looking past that because it doesn't really affect me either way. But I like what he said to Johnny. That's it. So don't hear what I didn't say. I like what I saw in a comment that he said to Johnny. I also like what I saw in a video he did calling out Marilyn and Aaron Smith Levin. And he said Aaron Smith Levin is a puppet master for all of these women and he's abusive to women. That I appreciate from him. So I'm calling out specific facts that I saw from this man. This doesn't wipe the slate clean. No, Jeno, I am not Jewish. And can we all be really honest? If we call out someone every time they choose hate, but we don't talk about when they choose not to hate, then we're being disingenuous too, in my humble opinion. I agree with that. If you're looking for hate, you'll find it. But it is very true what Tommy just said. Go read reviews about a restaurant. You rarely find one that's like, this place is great. You've got to try it. Why? Because people fucking love hate. They love reading the ugly shit. They love rooting for the hateful shit. I don't. That's why when I eat in restaurants, I always say, can you go get your manager? And I scare the shit out of them. The manager comes and I go, hey, she's fantastic. I don't know how long she's worked here, but she's incredible. Don't get rid of her. She got everything right. And I am picky. And then I tip the shit out of her. So I think it's important, like Tommy just said, to highlight when we see something good too, even if it comes from someone who did a lot of fucking damage, right? Reese is being the better person here. She's not supporting his racism. She's acknowledging one good step in the right direction. That's exactly what I'm doing. And if you are going to hear what I didn't say, yeah, there's a glimmer of hope. Hey, Wendy Brewer, if you choose to take everything I just said and go, Reese supports Nazis, Reese is friends with Goop, then that's your problem. And you've got a problem if you're doing that, right? If you're going to take something and change it into something else and shape shift it, you've got a problem. It ain't my problem because that's not what I said. And 400 people heard what I said. So you look like an idiot, right? Were you the only one who left the board that didn't quietly go away and continued to thrive? Sounds like he wants to crush all. Someone said that yesterday too, Sandy, and it might have been you. I'm having, I don't know if it's post-nasal drip, but like I'm having this weird spot in my throat and it's an issue and it won't go away. Yeah. Do we not leave the door open for people to change? You open the door for kindness. Sorry if you don't like that. You don't have to like it. Sandy Kovacs made a good point. Everyone else who left the board has pretty much left YouTube. And I think I might be the only one left that didn't. Liz Gale is on YouTube, but he sure tried to kick her off YouTube. Aaron, I'm one of the last people that is, you say thriving. I don't know that I'm thriving, but I'm happy and I love my channel. So I would call that success. I love what I do, right? So Aaron can't stand that. And Aaron will continue to try to punish me forever, right? Like I said, please hit subscribe while you're in here because I would like you guys to rally and support us all right now. Nora, Tommy, me, Lindsay, if you're willing, right? Because they're coming for us. They've got something up their sleeve. I promise you, they're going to try. And right now, Aaron is circling the drain. Hey, Ree, he's flailing. And the hard part about people who are losing control and flailing, especially I've seen in men who are just pure ego, they do crazy shit. They do psychotic shit. They get really loud. They make it even messier. So please, please hit the subscribe button. Support if you're willing to. Hit the like button because I think that they are going to get louder. I think they're going to come out with possibly new receipts that are probably AI or made up. That's the problem. They don't have anything on me. That's why they have to go through Tommy. You understand that? Like they had to use Tommy, hey, One Love, to come to me because Aaron doesn't have anything on me. And it's driving him nuts. Megan Roberts, you are back on the lifeboat. I made sure that Tommy found you and unblocked you in case you care. It's a good step forward, DNV. We don't have to like these people. You don't have to like me. There's 400 people in here. You think all 400 of them like me? Fuck no. There's a whole bunch of them watching right now that are waiting for me to drown. They want that for me. I know that. But the ones who do support me, hit subscribe. Joanne says maybe, just maybe, by showing him a little grace for at least trying, it may calm down the hateful comments. Even if he does hate you and Tommy, it may not happen. But if someone doesn't try, at least then it will go on forever. Has Jenna posted anything? Selma, I don't think so, but I don't follow Jenna. Thank you, Joanne Holly. And I'm in the same boat, right? Like if we call out the bad behavior, this is good behavior. And I don't think it should go unnoticed. I think what he did was respectful and fair. And I like that change, right? Yeah, Puka Vista, I have no doubt they're going to come out with some new shit. It's coming. Make no mistake, Aaron is going to try to full-blown attack at me, and I welcome it. I'm looking forward to it because it's going to look absolutely more nuts and unhinged than he's been doing lately. If we want to work on bettering ourselves around here, but can't at least acknowledge someone else doing that, then what are we even doing? I love you, and this is why you are a close friend of mine and a very trusted friend of mine. Helena, I love your heart. We think a lot alike. Thank you for saying that. You did not have to super chat that, but thank you so much. I love, love, love you for that. Aaron is absolutely stuck in a rage. Yes. Jeno, the problem is I don't disagree with you, but that's not up to us. It is never up to us to take a hateful person and say they're going to have to prove it to get better. I don't care if he proves it or if he becomes hateful again tomorrow. I don't have a dog in that fight. It makes no difference to me. But I do like, hey, Maria, I do like to see people who make improvements to better their character. That's it. Whether he does or not, I'm not his mother. That's not up to me, right? I have no control over it, but I see what I see and I like what I saw. Whether or not he makes that happen, you can't hold any kind of hopes or expectations on him for that. It's not fair. You always let yourself down when you place an expectation on a person and they don't meet it. You're putting it here and the person's here, and then you get mad at them for not coming up here. That's not their problem. It's actually yours. I say that all the time when people don't do what I thought they would do or I expect them to do, or if I ask them to do something, I just think they just didn't meet me where I asked them to meet me. That's not that I'm not going to be disappointed. People will always be flakes or let you down. You're only pissing yourself off is how I see that. And you got to put people where they belong, meet them where they're at, but also place them, shelve them where they belong. Do not put someone where their potential is. Do not say like, well, I've seen you be better, so I'm going to hope and put you up here on this high expectation. That's not fair. Fucking place people where they belong. Meet them where they're at in the here and now. That's all. So that's how I feel about this situation. Whether he rises to the occasion and impresses us all, it's not my business, but I do like what I saw. I love anybody that shows growth, right? I love, hey, Sweeney Todd, I love that my son is in therapy because therapy has helped me a ton and I'm seeing it make a difference in him. But I don't put expectations on him to go, you better get better and better and better because you're in therapy. No, I just like what I see. I'm just noticing it, right? But I don't put expectations on it because people are their own people and you can't change a fucking thing about them. Like Mel Robbins says, I love this. You can make somebody a cup of coffee. You can make them breakfast. You can make them laugh. You cannot make somebody change. And you can't be disappointed when they don't or if they let you down. I've been picking up all kinds of subscribers and beautiful messages from people emailing me since their documentary on me. I kind of hope they keep coming after me. That's Tommy has shown those to me. That is true. I've gained like 7 subscribers since yesterday. I don't know where the hell they came from. I never gained subscribers. Never. So this documentary has not put a dent in our channels like I think they thought. I think it has like 3 or 4,000 views now. I think they expected this thing to have 20,000 views by now. Yeah, Jeno, and I get your point of view. These people are a breakaway Scientology group. Someone proved me wrong. They act like OSA agents when it suits them. They do. Vicky, I saw that you've been asking me that. Have you been asking me in the comments? Let me go back to your other comment. What if you ignored the hate? What could they actually do? So Vicky, I feel like you've been around for a while. I did that for about a year, Vicky. I ignored it for about a year and it only increased. The volume turned up. They started going after my child. So I could go on and on and on, Vicky, but at some point, ignoring it wasn't the right thing for me. Now, it might be the right thing for other people, but they just got more people and more people to add on to it. And it escalated and it escalated. And at some point, let me see if it was really good. Let me see something really fast, but I could be wrong. I don't know if I saved it. This is it. Melissa, are you in here? Are you in here, Melissa? Hey, Miss Sassafras. Yeah, the title, Johnny. I didn't know you were still in here, Johnny. At least their dignity is still intact. Melissa, this is what she said. I screenshot it. Hey, Ree. This was a beautiful statement that Melissa said yesterday. Imagine if you never addressed this Maryland situation. The rampant lies would be endless and people would believe them because no one would have told the truth. That is incredibly powerful. That is exactly my answer to you, Vicky. Imagine if you never addressed this Maryland situation. The rampant lies would be endless and people would believe them because no one would have told the truth. Now, being quiet works for some. My brother-in-law, Johnny, has not mentioned these guys in the 5 years. And it seems to have worked for him. And it's good for his mental wellness. And I think that certain people, it just worked better. Johnny does very different content than I do. Let's keep that in mind as well. Johnny doesn't sit there for 2 hours a day talking about his life, showing pictures of his kids, right? Tommy is the same. Tommy does true crime, right? Most of these creators don't do what I do. It makes me a sitting duck as far as a target. It's well worth it in my opinion. I love what I do and I don't mind being vulnerable because I get more love than I get hate. It's like 10% hate. But most of these guys don't sit for 2 hours a day talking about their vaginas and their pap smear appointment tomorrow and taking their Advil because they have cramps in their uterus and their kid and the start of 11th grade and getting his permit and the cancer that my dad has right now and being very open about my emotions, right? That's my channel. That's how it started and that's where we're still at. Almost 3 years later, this channel hasn't changed. I talk about my daily life. That makes me a bigger target for hate. Now, Johnny gets a lot of hate, but he's not sitting there talking about his life every day. So I guess, Vicky, what I'm trying to say is Aaron and Goot Juice and Marilyn and all these people think that gives them that it weakens me, right? To go for my son, to go for the weakest points that, I give you guys my weaknesses. I cry here. Hey, Susan. Hey, Roberta, I cry here. I talk about weaknesses. You know my whole childhood. Hey, Wendy, thank you. I've had these glasses for a long time. I just don't wear them. I've said this many times. It doesn't, hey, baby angel, it doesn't weaken me. For some weird reason, it has the opposite effect, and they don't seem to get that. It strengthens me to talk about this stuff. You do not see me running scared. I can talk about it, but one thing I can't do anymore, Vicky, is ignore it. That doesn't seem to be the right recipe for me. You must defend your child, and we're here to support your life. How can we help? Write letters. Thank you, Vicky. No, I don't think you need to do anything. Hit the like button. Hit subscribe. Right? Hit the hype button when this is over so that it pushes me into the algorithm, because this kind of stuff helps other people as well to talk about. Online bullying is a big deal, right? And Goot Juice Hot Sauce was a very big online bully for me, but he actually was more so to my son. And to see this man say anything kind, even to my brother-in-law, made an impact on me. It made an impression on me to see that. And I liked what I saw, right? Because cyberbullying is a big fucking deal. And if we got a cyberbully to back off and go, I don't even have any friends in this atmosphere. Maybe I'll just grow peppers and be a good guy and fucking leave people alone who don't need to be bullied. That would be amazing. Everyone can help by understanding why some of this needs to be discussed. I never talk about it. I don't need to process it, but my wife does, and respecting that goes so far. This is so accurate. And for the longest time, this was a problem between me and Tommy. And one day he finally understood and said, I'm actually like, I love the way you handle yourself and your channel. And if you make a mistake, you turn it into a flower. He gets it finally that I process very differently, and I don't do the same kind of content he does. And I think that it was a problem for us, not because it angered him, it worried him. He is Tommy above all else. I always say he's all heart, but to be honest, he's one step above. He is all about protecting me. Tommy is extremely, hey, Joanne Ventrella, he is extremely protective. Why do you think these guys went after me? Because they knew that it would hurt Tommy. They knew that. Anybody knows that, right? Go for Reese. That's what Aaron is doing now. He's attacking Tommy because he knows it will hurt me. So it's an equation that they think works. Seeing you talk about it has helped me learn so much about communicating and boundaries. Thank you, Megan Roberts. I love that for you. DNV has said the same thing. Thank you for the super chat. I'm hoping it does make the men and women on this channel feel inspired to be more bold and talk about boundaries and things like that. Hey, Rip Curl. So Tommy gets it now, and he has backed off. And I think he sees that I don't need this protection. This is my joy. This is my fuel. I love talking about this kind of a thing. And they will never get that. They don't understand that, right? But this is a strength for me, not a weakness. Aaron is all ego. Hey, Carrie Cushman. Aaron is walking ego. And it is going to be his demise. It already is. They are running out of solutions on how to trash the shit out of me, Nora, and Lindsay without looking insane. Aaron cooked up an absolutely nutty story, a few months ago? Around January, February, he cooked up a story that I was going after Tori Magoo, and my mods were. And we were somehow taking advantage of her and trying to harm her. And Aaron was like, we need to circle the wagons and get Reese away from Tori. What Aaron didn't know is that while I was live with Tori, he sent her a text saying, why are you working with the enemy? He was already building, like he's doing now, a story to make me look insane and to make him look like the good guy. Now he's doing that with Tommy. We all need to rally around this community and get Reese and Tommy out of it. They're true scammers that are coming for you. Once again, totally fabricated story to make us look nuts and to make us look like the bad guy and to make you go, oh my God, everybody run. And he got his stupid little friend, Kelly Flopter, to also come out, who hasn't done any content at all in a very long time, I'm told, right? To go, everybody run. If you have a vagina, get away from these people. They take advantage. They scam people in real time. No proof of that. No evidence. They're just rushing around screaming. And meanwhile, this is backfiring. This is now backfiring because Aaron did this to Lindsay. He did it to Jenna more than once. He did it to Leah Remini, Sterling, Nora, Liz Gale, Liz Ferris, Laura Femme, Serge, Mike Rinder, Amy Scobie, Matt Pesh, Claire Headley, Mark Headley, Mitch Brisker, Andrew Gold. That's just off the top of my fucking head. This has become too much of a very obvious pattern that he does this. Aaron has to be in charge and he can't have anybody else around that's not falling in line. And if you're not in line with him, you are against him. In his words, you are dead to me. Who died and made Aaron king? He can F right off. It's childish. Well, we're seeing it now, Krusty Rabbit, and you are a big part of that. And I thank you to that. I thank everybody who is standing in solidarity. I think, hey, Mad Drop, everyone right now who's circling the wagons and going, enough of this abuse. There's fucking room for all of us, Aaron. I'm sorry that you feel like you have to be the only one in the pool, but that's not going to happen ever. We're not going anywhere. And people are speaking out. Lore Q Wolf, in other words, you're all loathsome grifters, basically. Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to say. Thank you for condensing it into the perfect sentence. God, I've been on for an hour and 37 minutes, and I was like, what am I trying to say? Thank you for that. God, you read my mind. How are you scamming people? We're not. I mean, prove it. How am I scamming people? It's weird that they can say it all the time, but they never seem to show any proof. And all they're doing, all Aaron is doing right now is going, don't look at me. So I'm going to create a huge shit show. So all of you look over there. It's like politics. It's like the news, the media. That's all he's doing. He's starting big fires that are total fabricated fucking lies and going, everybody look at Reese. She's a monster. And it's all falling apart in real time. It's falling apart because now Marilyn has been caught fucking lying several times. Now she's scrambling to delete 90 plus videos on her channel with only God knows what she doesn't want us to see or Aaron doesn't want us to see. They already got rid of the live chat so that you won't see how fucking evil he is talking about a dead relative of someone, just like Marilyn did. Funny, I criticized Aaron and I got insulted. Well, not over here. You're welcome over here. Hey, Lazy Silver, Rubies and Gems, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. SPTV is now Stupid People TV, and there's so much to prove it. Yes. Bunch of fucking clowns. Oh, I missed Mike Brown. Thank you. Add Mike to the list. But the other thing that will be interesting is this is all falling apart now. And if you pay attention to this, thank you, Rip Curl. Okay, Jess, if you pay attention to this, this is also fascinating because I'm curious to see. I can't wait to watch this all unfold. So Marilyn turned around and stabbed her friend in the back who's been, hey, Mop Man, who's been standing up for her, fighting for her. She just rip-roared into him and tore him the fuck down on live YouTube, which was so classless, so shitty. They do, Carrie. Oh, Gary Jackson. Great. Add him to the list. I'll actually write it down. Because I am creating this list. I didn't have Mitch on this list. There we go. Oh, and Tori. Tori too. Wow. I'm sure he'll say he was drunk. Yeah, Jennifer Steps. I'm guessing Aaron was drunk in that live chat. But I think it's so fascinating that Marilyn puts up a post saying, I took it down because I'm such a classy lady with my dignity intact that I didn't approve of those comments. The comments you were laughing at while it was going on that you approved of at the time, and then everybody fucking gave you hate for it. And now you pull it 2 days later. Those comments, the comments that you literally pulled 2 days later and just decided that you don't support that anymore? Or is it because you got caught, kind of like with Goot? You liked him until you got caught. Yeah, Jackson Moorhead. Yeah, I knew that. This will be very interesting, and here's why. Dusty, yeah, true. Dusty's on that list as well. Aaron has come for anyone who doesn't fall in line with him anymore. Aaron's words are, they're dead to me. Aaron will come for you. Look at him going after Tommy when Tommy has nothing to do with Aaron. Tommy hasn't done anything with Aaron in years, nothing to do with his community, doesn't share an audience, nothing. Tommy's over there living his best fucking life. Hey, Mike Morrow, living in Ecuador, doing yoga on the beach, doing true crime, doing his own thing. He works when he feels like it, taking care of his health. Nothing to do with Aaron. Hasn't mentioned Aaron in years. Doesn't give a shit about what Aaron's doing. Oh no, insecure little Aaron has to go after Tommy because he can't exist either on YouTube. This is what he does. He went after Sterling. Aaron called Sterling a monster. Now we know you're full of shit because Sterling is a fantastic person who's not even on YouTube. That's how small you are that you can't even handle Sterling's existence, right? So, what'll be interesting on this though is the FTG guys, these guys who Kelly Copter loved. She wore an FTG shirt. Marilyn loved, right? Hey, Frank, I miss Sterling too. Do you think Aaron has anything to do with him retreating away from YouTube? I think Aaron has everything to do with why Sterling is not on YouTube. Sterling was like, I don't need this. I've got a real life and a real job and I'm happy. But yeah, no, I think Aaron has everything to do with why many of these people are no longer on YouTube. Yeah. Aaron is trying to squash me off of YouTube, guys. Yeah, not going to happen. Marilyn is only sorry when she gets caught. Yeah, I agree, Rabbit. So this will be interesting. Stay with me now. The FTG guys have now turned on Marilyn. One of them, I'm not convinced that he did that for the right reasons. The one who said, I stand with Goot. He's my ride or die. Well, you waited 2 weeks to do that. You forced your friend out there to do a temperature check, and you weren't loyal to him for 2 weeks. You were loyal to Marilyn. Now, all of a sudden, thank you, Frank. All of a sudden, right? Knife Hoarder is like, yeah, I stand with Goot and fuck Marilyn and fuck Aaron too. Okay, you're a little late. You're a little late in the game to that, dude. Goot stood out on his own and did that. Now you're following. It's a bad look, right? You waited 2 weeks to do that. But still, he did it, right? And so now he's against Marilyn and he's against Aaron, although I saw in a comment, thank you, Mike. I saw in a comment from the Knife Hoarder, someone said, like, I hope you don't go after Marilyn. And he was like, oh, I don't have any intentions of going after Marilyn. So there's still something, thank you, Heather Carr, that's weird about that, right? Because this guy's a hateful guy and he goes after anybody. Oh, but we're not going to, yeah, Kelly Copter wore a fuck that guy's shirt. Mm-hmm. So now they're all split apart, right? And Marilyn, of course, isn't commenting on it. Do you notice that too? Do you notice Marilyn is like, rug sweep? Do you notice that Marilyn's just like, maybe if I don't say anything, people will forget. She just is classic Marilyn. Like, she's just like, Tommy Scoville, let's focus on Tommy Scoville. Well, where the hell have you been? Look at Reese and her $400 IQ glasses. Bring it to church, Reese. 400 or $400 or I don't know what that means. What's with the glasses? Guys, I have like 90 pairs of glasses. I worked for ophthalmologists for 12 years. So I got free glasses all the time. I've had this frame for a while. I don't love it, but you seem to like it. You guys seem to like this frame. I'll try to wear it more. I have a ton of glasses. 400 IQ. I don't know what that means, but I like it. Thanks, Nora. You're pretty smart yourself, girl. So, hey, Tennille Brown. So hold on. You guys got to follow this. So now Marilyn and Kelly Flopter, okay, are on one side, and the FTG guys, right? Knife order cussed me out for a week. Is that what that said? For a week? Because I stood with Tommy. That's hilarious. That's what I mean. So now, here's what I'll be curious to see. And meanwhile, right, here's the rug and here's Marilyn. Sweep. No one sees it. Let's just sweep it under. And at least I have my dignity intact, everybody. If I don't have any friends, you don't have any friends, or a YouTube channel, you don't have that either. At least my dignity is intact. That I wouldn't, I don't even think the Lord feels that way, to be honest. So here's what I'm thinking. Yes, girl, that's it. So Alan and Hef, Hef is the creepy, weird sexual girl who leaves weird sex comments on my old streams, how she likes to peg men. She's a disgusting wildebeest, but we'll see, because so Alan and Hef are married, right? They love the knife hoarder. They love Tom Bailey. They love the FTG guys. Uh-oh. Now the FTG guys hate Marilyn and they hate Aaron even more. What side are they going to pick? Waiting to see. We're all just waiting in the bushes. We're like, I feel like Lindsay and Nora and I are like in the bushes, and we have like dark paint under our eyes, and we have what are they called? Walkie-talkies. And I'm like, Nora, are you there? Have they said anything yet? And Nora's like, the lesbian sees nothing. I'm just waiting. I want to know. Hey, Alan and Hef. Hey, Alan and wildebeest Hef, who likes to peg her husband. Can you speak to this? Can we get an interview with you guys? Are you going to say fuck that guy to the fuck that guys? We'll tell you more about that this week at 11. We don't know what day yet. What will they do? Because 72 hours ago, they loved Goot, Goody Tooty, Rudy Tooty Goot, and they loved Thomas Bailey. They were sending him gift baskets. They sent him a muffin basket. They sent him a gift card to Best Buy. And we know who Susie will choose, her fake Paula Deen ass. Susie already made her choice. Susie already went over there and left a comment, and she was like, I just hate to see it. I hate to be right, but I talked to my husband, and y'all, I was right. And I just want to say that I had to step on all the little people to get here, but I could not be more proud in this moment that I was right. And the Nazis are my friends. And I said, hey, Nazis, y'all boys are welcome in my chat. Anytime y'all want to come over and burn a cross, I got no problems with y'all's Hitler tattoos. I support you boys. And I was right. And I just said, bless Marilyn's heart, that busted ass can of ugly biscuits are burnt up in Vermont, y'all. And I'm all over here making an apple pie. And I just can't say enough how much I love those boys. And those boys are welcome over. My apple pie brings all the boys to the yard, y'all. And I just said, I knew I was on the side of the Lord. And I talked to my husband and he just laughed, but I knew I was right, y'all. Okay, that went on too long. Did I get a super chat? Hopefully. Okay, great. If I don't get one at least every 10 minutes, that's kind of that's my speed, right? Grifton's gonna grift. Grifters are gonna grift. Okay, I'm a high plains grifter. What the hell is she looking at, Lindsay? Go watch Susie every time. She's always looking at the fucking ceiling. What is up there? I don't know, but y'all, I just say that I'm on the right side of things. And I knew that Marilyn was an ugly, ugly fucking person, y'all. And I love those boys, and I knew they'd pick me. I knew they'd pick me. Even though Marilyn was in her chat saying, make this about me, y'all, I knew they'd come for me and I would be the winner. I always win. I was the cool girl in high school. Do you remember when she said that? She was like, I was on the cool team. I was the cool person, and I'm still a really cool person. And I just know I'm on the right side of things. I'm winning, y'all. And Marilyn's done lost, and she should just pack up and leave. Marilyn is sweeping everything under the rug. Wow, watch the dust cloud when the rug gets pulled out from under her. No shit. Hey, Tracy Lace. Amen. Send Reese all of your money. Hello. Thank you. I mean, guys, this is a scam. You know this. Marilyn made an entire fucking movie about me that I'm a scammer. Let's pick up the pace here, okay? Let's read the writing on the ceiling. Y'all, the fuck is she doing? Reading a script up there? I'm not really sure. I also want to know how the fuck she's from Bakersfield, California, but she talks like this, y'all. Fucking Paula Deen all up in your face. Fucking Dolly Parton from Steel Magnolias. I bet he takes the dishes out of the sink before he pees in it. He's a real gentleman, y'all. Please send Reese your money. Are we not doing this? Okay, well, you can Venmo me if you'd like. Jeez, I hope that's what's happening. I hope my PayPal and Venmo is just screaming right now. Susie, by the way, thank you for your money, baby stuff. Susie's latest comments lying about me are so cute. Is there a new one? Drink your juice, Shelby. Hey, Linda Perales. Hey, Aspire. Falling off your high horse is never graceful. You can't make this shit up. So back to what I was saying. Hef the pegging wildebeest. You got Hef the pegging wildebeest, okay? Barreling through the fucking forest, knocking down trees and shit. And you've got Alan, the little Australian wombat. Okay. You've got Mrs. Wildebeest and Mr. Wombat who pegs him. That was unnecessary, but I just felt like I needed to do it. And then we wonder, what the hell are they going to do? Which side are Wildebeest and pegging Wombat with the Dick Belt Wildebeest? That's her name. Dick Belt Wildebeest. What is she going to do with her Wombat Aussie husband? Again, I can't stop, so I'm just going to put the pen down now. It's out of my hands. Here you go. I know how to follow orders. Thank you so much. I am also known as a cult leader. And what kind of a cult leader would I be if you didn't actually fall into my scamming schemes? So thank you so much, Jan, for following orders. And I wish everyone else would as well. Oh, I know, but that's old, right, Debbie? That's old. Yeah, I saw that one, Debbie. Dick Belt, fucking crazy. Sorry, Abdazzle. I probably lost subscribers over that. So would you mind while you're in here, please hit subscribe and just support me, even if you feel sorry for me and you think I'm an absolute shit show of a human being. I get it. And my parents also think that about me. So you're not fucking pioneering here. You're not like stepping into the unknown. A lot of people, my father's been disappointed in me since the day I was born. So just hit the subscribe button and get the fuck over it. Um, it could be worse, Reese. I'm known as a shot caller and a pimp, like my resume needed any other bad shit. The fact that Tommy is known as telling me, Nora, and Lindsay what to do, Tommy can't order his cat around. Tommy, no. Did I watch the documentary? Absolutely not. The shit show of a documentary. Tommy is not going to be ordering around three strong ass women. And one of those women, said women, is a lesbian. And I don't know if you know this, but we've got a few lesbians in this chat. They don't fuck around. Lesbians mean business. What tea do you want to talk about, Linz? Ain't nobody telling Nora what to do. I can't even rally. I can't even wrangle Nora for a phone call. I text Nora and I'm like, get your ass up and call me. Let's do a stream, right? No, that doesn't happen. I can't get her to do anything. I try to tell Nora to do things, and she's like, I don't know if you knew this, but I'm a lesbian, and therefore we walk our own path. And I was like, I had no idea. I had no idea. Lindsay's a little bit easier to be like, hey, Linz, do this. And she's like, all right. You know, she doesn't question it as much. Nora, absolutely not. It's really hard to get a lesbian to do anything, right? Debbie Gonzalez, welcome in. So yeah, what will Tracy Lace gift for the so-called grifter? That is so sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I'm a High Plains grifter, and I am your local what am I? Digital panhandler. You are supporting small business because this is my business on YouTube. Have they met Reese? And thank you for your super chat. Yeah, Tommy's not really able to tell me what to do. I know that he tried back in like 2024. I think there was like a day that Tommy really attempted to be like, hey, this is what I said, woman. And I was like, the fuck you think you're talking to? Absolutely not. And it will never happen. So why don't you get your shit together and call me when you do? Kathy Brown, just because I enjoy getting a good grifting con game, because honestly, you are 1,000% authentic, and I wish I had more to contribute. That is so nice. Kathy, that is seriously a nice thing to say. I like to take what they call us and use it. So thank you for your super chat. Oh my God, that's funny. Thank you, Kathy. That was a sweet thing to say. I want to add to that. Ted's earphones just connected to the stream, and he says hi to you and Tommy, Nora, Lindsay, and Aaron's wife. What's her name? Heather. Ted is hilarious, and if you don't love Ted, get the hell out. Hey, Ted, we love you. It wasn't a documentary like Goot said. It was an echo chamber. Goot said that. It was an echo chamber. There was nothing new to it. Calling it a documentary was just to attract more views, and it didn't work. Why not copyright strike the video? I don't know if I can. So if she really spent a year on that, if Marilyn really spent a year on that, tell the truth, let everyone know you beat me when I said that. I did. But you could take it, babe. You're tough as shit, and you're sexy. And I like to get on it. You know what that's about. Because Marilyn spent a year on that. Jen Finberg, she wears a dick belt. She's a wildebeest in a dick belt. Tell Ted hi, says Lifeboat. Hold on. Let's get back to this. She spent a year on that shit, that garbage material. You can see because she's only gotten uglier on the outside. She spent a year on it, and my guess is they probably, not her, because Marilyn's not smart enough, but probably the people who actually made the video, like Aaron and George Massey, I'm sure that they did enough of the fair use stuff on it to make it so that I can't copyright strike it. No hetero propaganda during Pride Month. Is it still Pride Month? Do you guys get more than one? Do you guys get like several months? That seems unfair. I feel like you're hogging several months here. You get the whole summer? Is it Pride summer? I don't know about that. That doesn't seem fair to me. Can I get a turn? Like, is there pizza month? Is there chubby girl month? I feel like you're just hogging the entire summer. This is my birthday month. Excuse me. Step aside. Debbie Love and Life, pre-birthday and paying my required fee in the effort to piss off the haters. What are you doing over there? What the heck? Why are you just staring at me like that? Gorgeous. Unbelievably gorgeous, Punky. Punky, are you even real? Holy shit, girl. You look like you fell out of a pet net in 1997. Thank you so much for pissing off the haters and paying me at the same time. And I appreciate that, Debbie. Every month is Pride Month when you're gay. Okay, well, what about straight chubby women? Do you ever think about us? No, because you're only thinking about yourself and other lesbians. And I've had enough. Nora, do you know that I have to get a fucking pap smear tomorrow by probably a 10-pound Malibu Barbie? And she's going to walk in and go, please place this starburst wrapper, take off all your clothing, get totally naked, let your fupa and your chalupa roll out onto the floor. And I want you to put this starburst wrapper gown on, please, and just place it in between your tits to cover yourself up. And then let me go through and swim through your vagina and scrape it alive to where you're in tears. Dick belt fun. Oh my God, Abdazzle. Sorry, Tommy. She wears a dick belt. She said she did. Go back and look at my fucking comments. Miriam Francis, yes. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, Nora. So next time when you're just thinking about yourself, I want you to be thinking about my cervix tomorrow in the afternoon, okay? Because it's not all about Pride Month. Sometimes it's about our chalupas, and we have to get them inspected. And I couldn't be more upset about it. I love lesbians too, but damn, step aside. My birthday's in a few days. Can I just have a couple of hours to myself? Can we make this about me? Sometimes this is about you, Nora. Sometimes you need to go over to your own stream. This is about me. Who am I? Thank you, Abdazzle. We, for the laughs after a shit day, after a shit ass day. That's how I'm going to feel tomorrow after I get my cervix scraped out onto the floor. Thank you, we. Thank you for your super chat. Sorry, I lost myself there for a minute. It was too much. It was just the land of lesbian. And I was like, didn't you guys get your fucking month in June? Like now you're taking over the whole summer. And I just don't know that that's fair, right? Like I just got my hair lightened. Okay. My birthday is on Wednesday. I'm going to be in my mid to late 40s. I'm so excited. I get my fucking cervix scraped tomorrow for it. Like there's nothing to look forward to, Nora. There's nothing to look forward to in this world. There's nothing new under the sun. Oh, gorgeous, though. Really beautiful. Do you know you've never made a mistake in your whole damn life? Do you know that you won every single award in the Westchester Dog Show in New York? Did you know that you even won in the hunting category? Were you aware that you won in every fucking category and it wasn't even your category? Yeah. Yeah, Megan Roberts, I'm terrified. I have a new person scraping my uterus tomorrow, and I've had the same person do paps on me for like 17 years. And tomorrow I get to meet Malibu Barbie, who's going to be 14 pounds, and all she's going to talk about is like fucking CrossFit, right? And she's going to pull up in her convertible and be like, "Sorry, I'm late." And she's going to look at her Fitbit and be like, "Oh my God, I got 37,000 steps in today. Wonderful. Sorry, I was at my spin class. Now let's warm up these hands and swim through your vagina and judge the shit out of it and the many layers." Okay? Because that's what's going to happen. And I feel like this is about me. Okay? Can this be about me for once? Why does it always have to be about the gays? I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I'll look into it. I love the gays. Don't get me wrong. Absolutely love Nora. Love Katie did it. Diana H. Yadira's can't make a decision, so she's on both sides. When I go in tomorrow, Kathy says, do the Gertie verse, Jojo. I do love you. You're gay, and I love you for it. Can I take an Ativan before I go? Wow, Karina, I don't really know what that is, and the heaviest drugs I do on a regular basis are Advil and magnesium. What was I saying? Oh, can I do the Gertie voice during the entire pap smear? Can you imagine how uncomfortable that would be? Can you imagine that? I almost want to do it and live stream it and be like, do you need my knees more falling down? What does my vagina look like? What does it look like down there? Can you take some pictures of it? Is it squishy? Do you like chalupas? Do you enjoy looking at fat vaginas? God, that would be weird. Oh, Bohemian Luciferian Witch, I didn't know that about you. Just because you made me laugh and because it's a required because of the NDA. That's another thing that Maryland is just the biggest sack of diaper dumb shit I've ever heard. Do you guys remember the NDA stream? That was a joke. I don't know if you know. Like sometimes I like to joke. I don't know if you know that. I know that I seem like an uptight sack of shit like Maryland, but I'm not. I actually like to have a sense of humor and, let loose, put your hair down and laugh, right? Thank you, Angie Mo, and I love you. Thank you for your super chat. That was a joke. And this dumb bitch comes out on this amazing movie that she made. Just an amazing. I'm sure it'll be on Netflix. She says on this stupid documentary, at least I think, whatever the clip was you sent me, Lindsay. Oh, Aaron clickbaiting videos again, or maybe Aaron is swinging for us this time. I told you guys, hit subscribe. Aaron's going to come out with a brand new set of lies going, I didn't want to have to do this, but Reese is a horrible fucking person. That would be amazing, Kiki. But what was I just saying? Oh, she actually said that Reese makes her mods sign NDAs. What a time to be alive. What a dipshit in the making. You know who isn't getting this super chat? Yep. Deleted Aaron and delete or D. Well, I like it. Thank you, Bunny Fufu. And tell Ted we love him and support him. Thank you for the super chat. That was very kind. Thank Ted as well. There was a clip about an NDA. Yep, about NDAs. Yeah, no, that was a joke. That was a joke. I've never had anyone in my life sign an NDA. That was unbelievable to me, to be honest, that she actually threw that out there. But it's a good thing because she's not putting facts out. She's just putting out total lies. Kind of like she's saying that Tommy is actively scamming women right now. How can you prove that? Who makes a documentary, right? And says all the things that are happening in real time without any proof? How the fuck do you put something out and put it out as facts and you have no proof of that whatsoever? And then say I didn't approve of the live stream 2 days later after you were seen laughing about it and took it down. Since meeting Reese, I make all of my friends. Well, that's his thing, but I don't make people sign them. He's kidding, just in case you can't read that. Fucking crazy. Where's Vicky? You're hilarious. You should do amateur hour at a comedy club. Infamous truth teller. Thank you so much. I think that your standards are too low and thank you for being a member. There are real comedians out there that are hilarious. I would not fit in with that, but I appreciate you rooting for me. That's nice of you. I just don't think I have what it takes to actually be a comedian. Okay, good. So guys, is there anything else? We will wait. We will continue to wait and stream and see You, me, Bobby McGee. Thank you, Karina. We will wait and we will stream and see who Dick Belt Wildebeest picks. Here's the problem with that. In all dead seriousness, Alan and Hef are a huge part. They're Marilyn's best friends, but they're a huge part. Hey, Kim Gray, of the community. The fuck that guy, evil, hateful, whatever community against us. Now they have to make a choice, right? Because they're going, that community is now going after Marilyn and Aaron. So I can't wait to see all of these guys are just flipping. They're just flipping on a dime. And who kicked it off? Goot. And Goot is the only one who was real about it. Goot's the only one that anal wombat. Oh my God. Goot's the only one who actually came out and was like, this is shit. I've been sticking up for you for a long time, right? And now you stab me in the back. 2 weeks later, his stupid friend is like, yeah, I stand with Goot. Uh-huh. You didn't for the last 2 weeks. You left that dude hanging, right? Like in the middle of nowhere. You dumped him into a forest with no food, no water, and you gave him a compass. And you were like, good luck, buddy. We'll come back and check on you. Thank you, infamous truth teller. That's so nice. My God. You are really pretty. It actually makes me uncomfortable. It makes me feel incredibly inadequate. Like you're gorgeous. If I was a lesbian, look the fuck out. And thank you for your super chat. Sorry I made that weird. But hey, thought criminal, I've missed you. But he left his friend high and dry for 2 weeks. So now they're friends again, and now he's his ride or die, right? Yeah, they're flipping like a fish out of water, Nancy. So now it'll be interesting to see. All of a sudden, Hef and Alan are going to come out and be like, we hate the hot sauce community. Fuck those guys. But then they can't say that because they're stealing their own logo. So they're going to have to be like, fuck those fucking guys, right? They're going to have FTG shirts. That's what's going to happen. And it's going to be interesting to see because they're all so disingenuous. The only person who showed authenticity, in my opinion, was Goot. The rest of these people, it's performance. It's absolute bullshit performance, right? So it'll be very interesting to watch Alan and Hef go, now we hate you guys, right? Oh my God, Mad Drop, you have derailed and I like it. Yeah, I mean, she said it. She loves to peg her husband. Scared the holy shit out of me. I was like, I like to talk about a lot of things on YouTube. I'm not sure that was important. I'm not sure that was important. I don't know that was necessary, but she's a disgusting human being. Hef is a disgusting wildebeest of a human being. Hey, Marshall World. She went after Tommy before she went after Alan. And she was like, oh, I'd like to get all over that. And she was saying really, really gross things in the chat. And then she went on and on talking about how she loved to peg men. And I was like, wow, I bet that you really attract a lot of them too. I'm sure that they are just lining up at your doorstep. Thank you, Debbie. So that's that. We will stay tuned with Marilyn the Marionette, and we will stay tuned with Aaron's new swing at my channel. That's why I say, please, please, please hit subscribe. Support if you can, because he's going to try to make a big fucking dent in my channel. And the only way he can do it is to get people to hit unsubscribe. I don't know that that's the worst thing. I lost 4,000 subs, guys. I've been through this before. It's really not that scary. Once you do it, it's like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. But make no mistake, Aaron is melting down. This whole community, sorry, Krusty Rabbit, I would say if you could describe a concept about this community right now on that side, there's blood in the water. There's a lot of blood in the water. And people, the audience, people are smelling it. People are seeing it. And people are going, what's going on? Why are they hiding so much? Why are they pulling this shit? What does Tommy Scoville have to do with Aaron? Nothing, other than if you look at the list of people Aaron has stomped out over the years. This is all about ego. This is all about control. And he has lost fucking control. He's lost the wheel, right? Thank you, Ree. Oh, God, I need a card. It's so gross. The mods stay in the basement. They love it there. They're free range down there, Marissa Martin. He has lost control. And this is the what am I trying to say? This is the outcome that we are seeing in real time. Alan was Tommy's friend for years before the Heft disaster. That is true. Yeah, it's not going to go well. And when people, Jennifer Sepsi doesn't, when people start losing control like this, who the psychotic people like Aaron, who you can see, I mean, he turns all red, he gets all crazy. He has to have control. I'm not one of those people. I have other vices, but not that. He's losing it. And you can see it right now in real time. You saw it in those comments, and that's why they took it down. They took down the live chat because I said, go look at the real Aaron. The real Aaron was over there making fun of Nora's dead father, right? Just like his best friend Marilyn made fun of my dead husband. These people have no respect for anybody. They have no loyalty to anybody. And you could go see Aaron's childish, disgusting, vile behavior in that live chat until they took it away because they didn't want you to see it because we asked everyone to go look at it. And so then all of a sudden, Marilyn comes up with a narrative going, I didn't like it. Why not? You liked it when it was happening. You laughed. And it took you 2 days to realize that? Bullshit. This is just another nail in the coffin, and we're seeing it in real time. These are the consequences. Yes, Anita Card of his actions. My latest thumbnail explains what you were saying. Aaron on the phone screaming. Yeah, he was screaming at me. You too, Franklin. He has screamed at a lot of these women. Aaron loves to scream at women. Do you want to know another thing that Lindsay pointed out? This is not me. This is Lindsay. Do you want to know why Marilyn and Aaron in the last 3-4 weeks have made it very clear that Tommy Scoville runs me, Lindsay, and Nora? They said this, that Tommy is the person who is running the three of us. He's the ringleader. He's the pimp. He's in charge. That's another just total fabrication they made up. You know why? Because that's how Aaron thinks. Nobody thinks like that. The second everyone saw that, they were like, what? Tommy lives in fucking Ecuador, living his best life. I'm here. Lindsay's there. Nora's there. We all have our own separate channels. And yet, yes, because Aaron can't conceive of women living on their own with their loud voices standing strong. So, of course, that's how Aaron thinks. That's why they came up with that narrative. Jen O, Aaron and Marilyn made that announcement like 3 weeks ago. And Marilyn said they are run by Tommy. What did she call it, Lindsay? Like a meat something? It was so weird. And it was just another fabrication. Hey, Megan Keene, thank you. It was another, like how Aaron came out saying I was taking advantage of Tori, like made up into thin air, right? How did that play out? Did I end up getting Tori's bank account information and added to her will? No, nothing came of it. Shocking, right? So Aaron said like 3 weeks ago that we are being run by Tommy. Thank you, Roberta. It's a way for Aaron to try to discredit us, of course, but it's also the way he thinks, right? Because he's running those women. He's running Natalie, Kelly Flopter, Marionette Marilyn. He's running those women. And he cannot fathom 3 women not being run. Yep, Kim is blue, total control. But it's interesting that that's how he came out with that, right? Because that's how he thinks. Just another total fucking fabrication. Aaron is jealous of Tommy. Absolutely. He's also incredibly insecure. That's why Aaron only goes after women. That's why his main history and pattern, yeah, she's snoring or she was dreaming. That's his main pattern is going after women. So cute. Yes, Squirrel, he is. All I'm saying, guys, is the reason we're talking about this now, we have to. If we don't, I don't think Melissa's in here anymore, but I absolutely loved this comment, and I will keep this forever. Imagine if you never addressed this Maryland situation. The rampant lies would be endless and people would believe them because no one would have told the truth. We have to stay on this. We have to keep talking about it. You don't see me coming out going, Aaron's dead brother in hell. I would never talk like that. Aaron has to go for the jugular that way. Aaron is classless and he has to attack with the meanest attacks. Who else does that? Maryland, right? They have to go low. They have to dip down below the belt. They have to say horrible, gross things. We don't do that. You don't see me making fun of his dead twin brother because I would never do that because it's a horrible, tragic situation. I don't even like that I brought it up again, but I'm making a point. They have no integrity and they certainly have no dignity, right? That's how they fight. That tells you all you need to know, right? They're fighting dirty because they are dirty. We don't have to do that. We are simply shining light on all of their words and actions and behavior. And they don't fucking like it. They are squirming. They don't like it. So they went and took down the live chat. Why? Because I was like, hey, everybody, go see the fucking live chat. You can see Aaron's behavior in real time, what he doesn't want you to see. Poof, gone. Marilyn deleted 90 videos yesterday. Gone. I'm guessing it's because it showed some of Aaron's behavior in those videos. That's because it's exactly what Aaron does. Yes. And thank you for your super chat. You're spot on. I went from never doing any content on Aaron Smith Levin, even when he was trashing me, to all of a sudden building a hit team of women. Checks out. This is a good point, though. As funny as that is, Lindsay's right. It makes them look disgusting because Aaron keeps getting caught up in these lies. He keeps making up shit out of thin air, right? Everybody go watch this documentary because Tommy Scoville is so dangerous. Roaches scurry from the light too, Heather. It's a lie. I'm sorry to the people who love Aaron, but it's a lie. He did this to Mike Rinder. He did this to Leah Remini, Claire Headley. He did this to the woman he threw into a brick fucking building, right? He made up a whole story about that over on Rabbit's channel and cried and cried and cried. That was a lie. He did this about Lindsay. He did this about Lindsay too. He called her a junkie. He called her a crackhead. He said she was crazy. He did the same thing with me. I'm a liar. I'm not to be trusted. I'm crazy. Enough is enough. This abusive pattern of especially going after women is fucking done. And if I have to talk about it constantly for the next several months, I will. I absolutely will. So he needs to sit the fuck down and stop with this bullshit with his friends he's sending out in his, because he's such a pussy, he can't do it. So he sends these women to do it. We see you, and we will continue to call it out because you are making active, major mistakes with your behavior. I don't have to make this shit up. You're showing it to us in real time. Of course he did. What has Tommy ever personally done to Aaron? Not stand down, breathing, existing. Aaron is so insane about having to be in control of people, right? Aaron has this false idea, which is so stupid, that he thinks he's the biggest bear. He's the biggest fish because his weird bloated YouTube number. That was from the Danny Masterson trial. He got a big channel from that. Now he's a nobody. He's flailing, he's flopping, his fucking numbers have crashed, right? Because he has spent too much time over the last several years getting himself into these heated situations and going, it wasn't me, it was them. The problem is the list is now like 97 people long, and he happens to be the common denominator. People are not, hey, Viking wench, people are not buying the bullshit anymore. This time has passed too much. And you have shown us time after time along this timeline, all the bullshit situations you've just somehow gotten yourself into, and yet they're all crazy. Enough. Enough. Hey, Charlene. We don't fucking buy it anymore. And I'm not going to stand for it anymore. You're not going to sit here and try to tear down my reputation without me having to say something about it. You continue on that side of it, Aaron. I won't shut the fuck up now. So I realize that I don't scare Aaron. I have a tiny channel. Doesn't matter though. I'll talk about this shit every day. Yeah, I know. Infamous truth teller. Hey, Erica. Love you, Erica. Be safe, babe. Hey, T. It's come to a point. It's gotten to a head, and he has to be in charge. He has to be in control, and he's going to try to punish me forever. And I've had enough of it. I've had enough of it. We will shine the light on it every single fucking day if I have to. Johnny Cash said it's good to know who hates you, and it's good to be hated by the right people. The man in black understood. Yeah. I'm not afraid of Aaron Smith Levin. He thinks he has a giant channel. He doesn't. Oh, my lawyer friend Zach. That's right. What about George Clearwater George? What happened to that guy? There's a lot of people. Stop the bull, Aaron, and cry to someone who gives a shit. I know Marilyn will listen. It's her new role, kissing Aaron's ass. Yeah, she's a first-class ass sniffer. Yeah, we're watching. Thank you, Sophia. We are watching him spin out in real time. And now is the time to continue to shine the light on this. Because if we don't, then the lies stack up. Yeah, Ann Battles, I agree. Aaron brought a lot of good things out. He introduced me to Sterling. He introduced me to Tommy. He introduced you to Tommy. I met all of these ladies through Aaron. He outed me from Scientology intentionally, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, no, I'm thankful. There's always something good to be had out of a bad situation. That's what I believe. So I that's what I mean. I feel like it's God handing me a Rubik's Cube right now, going, figure it out. And I'm saying, challenge accepted. Bring it the fuck on, Aaron. Bring all the stupid little dumb sack of shit Marilyn Honigs that you can throw at me, because I'm not going anywhere. And Nora and Lindsay stand with me. And that's a problem. That brings a lot of strength in numbers. We've got Toddy saying things now. We've got Krusty Rabbit Hole saying things. T is saying things, right? Miriam, Scientology up north. There's a lot of people circling the wagons and standing with us now. And a lot of them are saying, enough. Men and women, enough. We fucking see your behavior and we're calling it out at this point. And we will continue to call it out. Enough. You are fucking abusive. And you think that you're some tough guy because of the number of your channel. There's always a bigger bear. And the bigger the bear, the harder the fall. So not concerned, not worried in the slightest. You come out with all the shit you can make up and we will disprove it piece by piece. Yeah. Come get some, Lindsay. What a fun show. I draw the line at Marilyn sexualizing a minor. She is a disgusting piece of shit. She is not redeemable, and we hate Marilyn. I hate Marilyn. I think she is a fucking horrible person, and I think she gets off trying to make up lies to create horrific situations for people. Oh, there's a way out. I'm not worried about it. My channel will continue to thrive. I am happy here. I love this community and they stand with me. I'm not worried about it. While you are here, please, we see them back. It's hard not to see this shit anymore because he has just done this. How many times has Aaron gotten himself into stuff like this and then screamed victim and then used his women to fight for him? Dozens and dozens. Like this, I'm not unique. This has happened to so many people. We see it. We are calling out this behavior. We fucking see it. He needs to sit down and shut the fuck up. I'm not afraid of him. I'm not afraid of his channel. While you are here, please check to see if you are subscribed. Please be willing to hit subscribe if you are not. Please support. Yeah, Carrie Cushman, I'm not worried about this. I am going to get great lessons out of this. I already have. I am learning big things from situations like this. This kind of a situation strengthens me because I look for the things that I can learn out of it and I look for the good. And that's why I appreciated and respected Goot's comments specifically to Johnny, because at least it's good out of a bad situation. Doesn't mean he's a great guy. Don't know anything about him. But it is one shred of good in a shit situation. And I always look for the good now. There's always something good to learn from this kind of stuff. There is. This is not that bad. It's not. It's teaching me something. Yeah, sit down, big guy. Sit down, sweaty. Does Scientology use women the same way as Aaron? Is this taught behavior? I don't think so. Scientology uses men and women to fight and be nasty. Aaron hates women. Aaron's got some serious mom issues, and he I think it runs deep. I'm not going to sit here and therapize him. I don't know. Aaron Smith Levin specifically, though, fucking hates women. And I think that stems from something in his childhood. But no, I don't think it's a learned behavior from Scientology, but Scientology uses men and women as attack dogs. So what he's doing certainly is what Scientology does. And I've said this, Aaron is completely being a Scientologist. He's following the playbook exactly. No, Florida court reporter. Yeah. Yes, very much so, T. Yeah, he's got some deep-seated mother issues. He's got some very deep-seated issues in general that he refuses to deal with. And that's why we're watching this pot bubble over now. Because eventually, in the middle of life, somewhere in your 40s and 50s, if you don't deal with your shit, this is what you're going to see, is the pot boiling over and your issues dumping out onto everyone and you bleeding all over people that didn't cut you. That's all that's happening here. It's really not, it's an easy equation once you look at it like that. And I'm very unafraid of it. He doesn't scare me. We came from the same place. He's following the fair game book. We came from the same fucking place. He doesn't scare me. Him and his big channel do not scare me, not even a little bit. So we will see how this all pans out. He's probably the only one over there that manned up in his own shit and had the balls to stand up against the BS. I don't know what you mean, Mad Drop. It's his trauma coming out. It is. We've seen, it's not like Aaron's the only person we've seen this in. You guys have all seen this in people in your daily life, right? People who run around screaming, it's not my fault. And they're always the common denominator and getting themselves into trouble, right? Turning women against each other, right? I mean, it's not a mystery. And he also has some serious abuse and trauma that he endured from Scientology, like we all did. Oh, I see, Mad Drop. So look for the good, look for the lessons in this. I always think, what can I be grateful for? You know, I feel like this is being thrown at me because I can handle it and I'm going to solve the Rubik's Cube. You know, you came for me one too many times. Now I'm going to turn my attention on you. He's been doing this shit subtly for about a year and a half now, and I've had enough. He's attacked too many people. Hey, Panda, he's attacked all of my friends. He's going for Tommy. Now I'm going to use my channel to go after him in a very professional, classy way. I'm not going to sit here and stoop to his level and talk about people who died in his life. I'm going to point out exact things and patterns of his own bad behavior. And they will continue to delete videos because they don't want us to see it. They don't like that we're following that fucking playbook. That's not a fair game playbook. We're using their real life facts and behavior, right? And now they're deleting all those videos to show that he's a good guy. We've seen it. It's too fucking late. And that live chat was recorded, dude. There's no recording. There's no deleting that. And I love how Marilyn tries to say I didn't like it. You were laughing during it. And if you didn't like it, you would have deleted it immediately. Hey, Briggs, you wouldn't have waited 2 days. You waited 2 days to get a temperature check and you didn't like the fucking heat. That's what happened. Marilyn, classic Marilyn move. We see through your guys' bullshit and we will continue to call it out. And you can bring out Natalie to attack. You can bring out Kelly Copter. You can bring out the few ladies that you have left that will stand with you. And I'll take every single one of them. So keep it up. Now you have my attention. I'm not going to put up with this shit anymore. Even racist Nazis hate you. Even racist Nazis now are against you. Think about that for a minute. Hey, fanciest face. I respected your decision to not talk about Aaron, but I respect your decision to call him out even more. Well, Abdazzle, here's the thing. I don't want to talk about Aaron. I have made a point to stay out of this shit. I'm going to lose a lot of subscribers for this. This is my livelihood and he's coming for it. And now I have to make a hard decision and go, I have to address this shit now, right? Because he has come for me too many times and he continues to fucking do it because his ego is bigger than him and he can't get out of his own way, right? He has to stomp me out. And now I'm done with it. I've had enough. And now we're going to aim the camera at him, right? Hey, Whidbey Island hippie girl. And I hope that you had a great birthday, babe. That's all this is. So I had tried to avoid Marilyn for a long time. I gave her grace. I tried to avoid Aaron for years. The day I quit his board, they started coming after me and I didn't bite back. I kept pretty quiet. I stayed in my own lane. I when people would ask me, I was like, I don't want to get involved in that. Well, I'm not a scared little girl anymore that doesn't know her place on YouTube. I know myself better now and I'm confident in myself. And I'm fucking tired of Aaron putting out lies about me and trying to destroy my reputation. At least if you're going to do it with the truth. But he can't. So he has to make shit up. And now we're going to attack back with the truth, with his own behavior. I'm going to put it all on display and I'm fucking sick of it. So you poked too many times, and I'm not trying to sound like a badass tough guy. I'm not going to go, mama bear. Yeah, no, none of that. But you came at me too many times, and I'm fucking tired of it. Yeah, Kelly Lord. Butterfly, this is for Karen, thinking you ladies would bow down to him. Guess what, Aaron? These women don't need your approval. Beautifully said, and thank you for the giant super chat. He fucked with the wrong people. For sure. I would say that Nora, thank you again. That was huge. I appreciate it so much. Nora was the one who came out swinging first, and she was pure courage. And I will always love and admire Nora so much for that. Nora did it on her own and stepped out into the belly of the beast. And I'm very impressed by Nora, and I'm proud that she is friends with me. I'm proud to call her a friend, right? But now we've all stepped out. And I wish I had sooner, but I just decided, I don't want to mess with this. It's too much to mess with. You know, once you fuck with Aaron, and I fucked with Aaron by quitting his board, he won't let go. He's your typical Scientologist. This is a Scientology tactic 101. He goes for the fucking jugular and he won't let go, right? He can't let go. He will punish you until the end of time. If I leave YouTube, it would be done. He wants me off YouTube, but I'm not going anywhere. So this is going to be a constant battle with him. Thank you. Hey, Bree Bree. Oh man, Butterfly. Thank you, Abdazzle, for being a member. I can't stand men like Aaron. These egotistical, dick swinging motherfuckers that think they're the only sheriff in town. Hey, Kathy, I've had enough. These men who try to overpower and stomp out women, fuck you. We're not going anywhere. And I support women and I like women who support women. So you take your little clown car, your little fucking carnival of idiots that you have, Kelly, Natalie, and Cheryl and Marionette Marilyn, and you try to put them up against us and we'll see where we end up. I'm pretty sure you're on the side of fucking losing already. You guys are circling the drain. People see you. People see your shitty behavior, and it's 2026, and attacking grown women with strong voices who are just trying to stay in their own lane is a sick shit show that you're putting on, and women don't like that. And good men don't either. Men that are not like you, Aaron, they'll fight for us. They don't like that shit. I love you, Puka Vista. Thank you. And thank you for staying with me. It means a lot. I mean that. Thank you. So, like I said, everybody prepare for this storm. Mad Drop, exactly. Krusty Rabbit. I agree, Krusty Rabbit, but we have a storm ahead of us, and I'm not trying to be dramatic, but we do. So get ready for this train to derail, because it is going to happen. This is what happens when psychotic, egotistical, narcissistic people start to lose control. They do crazy shit. K-Space, thank you. One Love, thank you for being a member. I mean it. Thank you. That is so kind of you. Rox coming out of lurk mode to say I'm proud of you. Thank you, Rox. I love you. Guys, thank you for the support. But be ready for this. I'm not kidding. We need to be on our toes. Aaron thinks, and sometimes he is, but he's very sneaky. He thinks he's very surreptitious. He thinks he's very sly, crafty. Well, we have to outshine the fox. No. Outshine. We have to outshine the fox, guys. So we all are going to be prepared for that. I'm totally up for this. He doesn't make me nervous in any way whatsoever. I'm bored with this shit, so I'm ready for it. But you all need to be ready for it too. Please hit the subscribe button. Please support me. Please support Lindsay, Nora, Tommy. Please be on the side of this because this shit's probably going to get ugly before it gets better. But I will tell you, it'll be worth it. It will be absolutely worth it because once the dust settles and this shit's finally over, we can get back to our regular content. And that's what I want to do. I want to talk about fighting actually Scientology, not Scientologists who left Scientology who are still Scientology secretively. I'm done fighting people like that. But if I have to use my energy for that, I will, so that we can push him the fuck out of the way and keep marching forward because that's what I want to do. But be ready because he's going to come out with some crazy shit. And it's probably going to be some crazy Reese receipts, right? And I'm guessing it's going to be via Marilyn or Natalie or Kelly Cop Flopter or just himself. I agree, Rabbit Hole. He might do it himself. He might be feeling zesty and he might do it himself. But we're ready. We're ready for it. We've been ready for this fight for a long time. I knew this fight was probably going to happen at some point. I knew it was already happening. I just didn't partake. I didn't want to be a part of it. I looked the other way. I waited too long. I shouldn't have done that. But I didn't want to make this my content. I don't want to fight loser fucking Scientologists who are still practicing Scientology. To be honest, I didn't. But I knew this was a long time coming. I knew that he was going to be this way. Thank you. Wow. Thank you, Jennifer. That is such a nice thing to say. I like that. Against Aaron Army. I'm not trying to rile people up here, but this guy has been coming for me through others for a long time. And it's time to roll up our sleeves and fucking deal with it because it's not going to go away. And he continues to make documentaries about me and lies and place them out there about Tori and me and Tommy. And I'm fucking tired of it. So you want to fight, dude, you got to fight. That's totally fine. I just have ignored it for a long time. And I have a feeling that this whole community will rally and stand with us. I have no doubt. So you want it? That's fine. We'll go for it. And I don't have a plan. We'll see how he reacts, but it'd be great if he would just shut the fuck up and go away and do his own shit. That would be great. If he would just shut his ego down and do the right thing and just be a fucking mature human being. Kind of like what I saw in Goot's comment. Like that would be amazing if Aaron turned a corner. Thank you, Patty F. Thank you and welcome over. Hit subscribe, everybody. We're going to need it. We're going to need strength in numbers. Hit subscribe only if you can, only if you want to. Hit the like button, hit the hype button, and we fucking see these people. I will comment on every single thing Marilyn does going forward. I will shine this shit. I will pick it apart. I will dissect it, and I will give her exactly what she's been doing to me. I've had enough. And we'll do the same thing with Aaron. And any kind of rugs and shit he tries to pull out from under us with Kelly Flopter and Natalie, we are going to have eyes on all of this shit. I'm prepared and ready for it. Love you, Jojo. I will be back tomorrow afternoon. I hate that I have a pap smear. That's the pap smear I'm more worried about. I'm more sad about that. To be honest, I'm more worried about my cervix being judged by a really skinny, beautiful woman tomorrow afternoon than I am at all about Aaron Smith-Levin or Marilyn Shitbag Honig or Kelly Flopter. This is YouTube. My cervix is real life. I'm more concerned about my vagina flaps being judged. Like, I'm afraid she's going to be like, you have a chubby chalupa. And I'm going to be like, I'm out of here. Yeah. That's what I'm more concerned about. Like, bring all the shit and receipts you got on me on YouTube, but like, I don't want to get a pap smear. And that's the boat I'm in. This is the kind of stuff I think about when the lights are out at night and I can't sleep. Thanks, Back the Bus Up. Thank you so much, Jess. Got to come back almost 3 hours later and you're still talking the pap smear. I want my money back. I'll send it to you. Thank you, Pillow Sham. And I love you, Bunny. Tommy's going live in about 40 minutes. Please go over and support him. I will be over there kicking ass and flirting, talking about my flaps. Probably not. Thank you to Johnny Scoville, too. Love him. Proud of him. Proud to call him my brother-in-law. All right, everybody, hit subscribe. I know I said it 1,000 times. Please do that. Get ready. Everybody be on your toes and get ready for this because I just think I just have a feeling. But we'll keep doing our content and we will mind our own business if we are left the fuck alone. Just keep that in mind. I'm not looking for a fight, but I absolutely will fight if I need to fight. Mods, thank you. Thank you. I mean it. Thank you for the support. Hit the like button. Thank you for the super chats tonight. I am a single mom with my son. It helps so, so, so much. So thank you for doing that. This is my job and I appreciate it very much. And thank you for being members, the new members. I appreciate that. Thank you to the new people who came over and hit subscribe. Love you, Wine. And I will see everyone a little bit later. Yeah, Gemini girl, either tomorrow afternoon or I'll see you guys on the boat, but I will be back after my pap and I'll tell you all about what she said about my vagina. I'll be sure to try to repeat everything that she said because I know you want to know. You don't. I'm going to tell you anyway. Love you guys. And I will see everybody tomorrow afternoon, probably around, I'm Central Time, 5:15, 5:30. It'll be a little bit later tomorrow because of my pap, sadly. All right. Love you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And here comes Fred. Whoops. There.